Chapter 2441 The Migration of the Ancient Golden Tortoise Family. Open black lens bracket seeking full order close black lens bracket. Long Yatianzu, how did the Wanyu Tower come from? Yi Tian asked. Long Yatianzu said. A long time ago, the Wanyu Tower fell from the seam of the territorial sea. At that time, it caused a lot of commotion. At that time, I was not the ancestor of the blood change, just an ordinary fusion. Ancestor. Many ancestors wanted to capture the Wanyu Tower, but unfortunately they all failed. After that, the Wanyu Tower stood somewhere in the territorial waters of Wanlong. After that, some universal orders appeared, allowing the great ancestors or heavenly ancestors to enter the universal tower. Until one day, some great ancestors united and built the One Universe Alliance, which is what it is now. Quote, the Wanyu Tower really came from the seam of the territorial sea. Yi Tian had this guess for a long time, and now he has received Long Yatianzu's reply, and he completely understands it. If the Wanyu Tower comes from Wanlong's territorial sea, it is absolutely impossible to have such a terrifying ability, it can only come from the seam of the territorial sea. So, that real universal order is only useful in the seam of the territorial sea. He did not intend to immediately bring the real universal token into the territorial sea boundary, and in case it fell, the real universal token would also be lost. Therefore, he intends to find clues about the Wanyu Tower at the boundary of the territorial sea, and after thoroughly understanding the role of the universal order, he will bring the universal order into the boundary of the territorial sea. Yi Tian didn't stay here for too long at the Dragon Tooth Heavenly Ancestor, and left the Falcon Dragon City. Yi Tian temporarily put aside the matter of the real-world order, after all, it is useless in a short time. Next, his goal is the second blood transformation realm Heavenly Ancestor. Territorial sea boundary seam. In a certain fragment not too far from the Vajra snake family, after Yi Tian stabilized the blood transformation realm, he swallowed some golden muscle fluid and began to practice. The cultivation method of the first blood change is the same as the second blood change, which is to continue to temper the heart and let the heart transform once again, thereby causing the second blood change of an infinite amount of blood. However, after Yi Tian refined the golden muscle fluid this time, he found that the golden muscle fluid could no longer refine the heart. Sure enough, Yi Tian muttered, the golden muscle fluid is only a basic substance in the Vajra snake family, so it is very good to help him complete a blood change, and it is impossible to help him undergo another blood change. But even so, the value of golden muscle fluid is unimaginable. The golden muscle fluid is useless to me, but it is useful to the human race. I can collect enough golden muscle fluid. If there are people who cultivate to the peak of the fusion realm in the future, they can use the golden muscle fluid to shock the blood change realm once. Ancestral realm. So, Yi Tian was going to collect some more golden muscle fluid in the Vajra territory. And just like that, the long years passed. Yi Tian only transports a small amount of the golden muscle fluid each time, and the value of the golden muscle fluid in the diamond snakes is not too great, so his behavior did not arouse the suspicion of the diamond snake family. Gradually, he has collected a huge amount of golden muscle fluid. It's almost the same. Recently, the amount of golden muscle fluid of the Vajra snake family has decreased a lot, and it is about to affect the Vajra snake family to lay a foundation. If we continue to collect it, the Vajra snake family will definitely investigate. So, Yi Tian temporarily gave up collecting the golden muscle fluid. He was going to return to Wanlong's territorial waters with these golden muscle fluids. If it was before, he really couldn't cross the shock current and return. But now it is different, his strength has been greatly improved, coupled with the continuous research on the shock current, it seems that he can travel in the upstream of the shock current, but the speed will be much slower than the downstream flow. Copy a few more copies of the body, and let the other copy bodies open the way in front of them, so that if you encounter danger, sacrifice one copy body, and the copy body with the golden muscle fluid can escape in time. Yi Tian did this to ensure that the golden muscle fluid would not be lost, otherwise, once lost, the loss would be too great. Soon, he copied 3 copies of the body, one of which opened the way in front, and the other was constantly shuttled around, so as to ensure safety. In this way, Yi Tian's 3 cloned bodies embarked on the road to return to Wanlong's territorial waters. Years passed by, Yi Tian did not encounter any trouble during the beginning of the journey. But this day, the trouble still came. In the impact flow, Yi Tian sensed a blood-changing creature fleeing in a hurry in front of him. 4 blood changes creatures, sacred golden ants. 1. This blood-changing creature is very fast, and shuttles through the shock flow at an extremely fast speed. It saw Yi Tian, but did not attack Yi Tian, but left directly, without even changing the direction. Strange, why does this holy golden ant seem to be running for his life? Yi Tian wondered, but soon, he understood why. Boom. Far away, one after another black shadow occupied an area, advancing at an extremely fast speed. Blood transformation, it's still bloody realm. This dense black shadow is a blood-changing creature, but it is still the same race. Moreover, he also saw an extremely astonishing scene. An incomparably huge blood-changing creature carries a huge fragment on its back, and there are some blood-changing creatures in the fragment. Taiku Golden Turtle, this is the name of this group of blood-change creatures. The primordial golden tortoise carrying the huge fragments, its breath is extremely terrifying, and it has definitely reached the 7 blood changes, because the essence of its breath is equivalent to the arm in the sea of shards, but it is much thicker than the arm's breath. Because this is a living 7 blood change creature. It's the Taiku Golden Turtle family that is migrating. Yi Tian guessed. This ancient golden tortoise family is too powerful. Not only have 7 blood changes, there are also 6 blood changes, and some people have 5 blood changes, and the number of those who have 1 blood change and 2 blood changes is even more. Such a scale, even the King Kong snake family can't compare. And a race of this scale actually migrated in the seam of the territorial sea, and even the fragments of the ancestral land were moved away. I don't know what happened. The eyes of the ancient golden tortoise of the 7 blood transformation realm stared at Yi Tian, and instantly froze him. Next moment, an ancient golden tortoise with 5 blood changes came over, a tortoise foot stepped out of nothingness, and with 1 foot, Yi Tian's duplicate body was smashed. Duplicate body falls. Nima, it's no wonder that the holy golden ant, who had undergone 4 blood changes, escaped, and encountered the migration of the Taiku golden turtles. Yi Tian suddenly realized, the migration of the ancient golden turtle family obviously did not want to reveal the location, so all creatures encountered along the way would be destroyed by them. It can only be said that whoever encounters the Taiku golden turtle clan will be unlucky. He even suspected that the holy golden ant might not be able to escape, and might be caught up and killed soon. Chapter 2442 The Promotion of the Silent Black Sea, the Transformation of the Human Race. Open black lens bracket full ord. Swish. Yi Tian's clone body carrying the golden muscle fluid immediately shifted direction and left quickly to another location to avoid encountering the ancient beetles. It is possible that it is a little further away, and it may also be found. Therefore, he must stay far away from this area. Soon, Yi Tian came to a relatively safe area and waited silently. He didn't go to investigate, until a long time passed, and then he re-replicated a replica body and continued to lead the way. Really, he did not encounter the Taiku Golden Turtle clan again, and the other party had long since been far away from this area. In the following journey, although Yi Tian encountered some blood-changing creatures, he did not encounter too many problems with the strength of 3 blood-changing creatures. Finally this day, Yi Tian was approaching Wanlong's territorial waters. We have arrived in Wanlong's territorial waters. After Yi Tian entered the Wanlong territorial sea, the cloned body did not go to the Xuanqi territory but returned to the Silent Black Sea. For him, Xuanqi territory is only a temporary place for cultivation, and the Silent Black Sea is his foundation and his hometown. The Silent Black Sea cuts off the boundaries of the region. Yi Tian put the golden muscle fluid in the treasure house of the human race. At present, the other great 297 ancestors of the human race are not qualified to absorb the refining golden muscle fluid, nor can they bear it at all. He will only take it out when they are qualified to bear the endless years. In the years that followed, Yi Tian had a cloned body search for resources in the territorial sea boundary area near Wanlong's territorial sea, and after finding good things, they were sent to the Silent Black Sea. This eliminates the need to rush and is more secure. Even in the territorial sea and boundary seam area near Wanlong's territorial sea, there are good things, and some can help him improve his strength, but the effect is only average. Of course, there are dangers too. It's just that the blood-changing creature's ability to enter the Wanlong territorial sea will be suppressed, so a single blood-changing creature will hardly enter the Wanlong territorial sea. Like the creatures in the Yuhai fragment, there are too many ordinary heavenly ancestor-level creatures. These creatures will not be restricted from entering the Wanlong territorial sea. Therefore, the ancestors of the Wanlong territorial sea are worried that the creatures of the Yuhai fragment will invade Wanlong. Dragon territorial sea. For the ancestors of the Wanlong territorial sea, the creatures born from the fragments of the secluded sea are more threatening than the 4 or 5 blood changes. In the blink of an eye, long years passed. CJFJ, this day. The Silent Black Sea has changed. It's about to be promoted. Silent Black Sea is about to become a realm. He was naturally not surprised by this situation. A long time ago, he was working hard to improve the Silent Black Sea, and he also invested a lot of resources. In addition, with his support and cultivation from the Silent Black Sea, many great ancestors were born, and there were even many high-level immeasurable life forms. Therefore, if the promotion conditions of the Silent Black Sea are met, it will naturally be promoted from an ordinary boundless realm to a realm. Boom! The entire Black Sea of Silence began to tremble, and the boundaries of the districts shattered, but it was only a fragment of the boundary barriers, and the countless territories of the entire region began to merge into the Black Sea of Silence. And in the Silent Black Sea, countless lands, treasures, etc. began to be born. With the protection of the source of the Silent Black Sea, although these boundaries have been shattered and merged into the new land of the entire Silent Black Sea, those creatures have nothing to do and are still alive and well. Just a moment. It didn't take long for the entire Silent Black Sea to take on a new look, as if it had completely transformed. At the same time, the Silent Black Sea is also getting bigger, the energy is increasing, and the barriers of the Silent Black Sea are also strengthening, becoming stronger and stronger. It is not uncommon to create a new realm, and many ancestors also knew that this was Yi Tian's territory, so they did not send the ancestors to investigate. This day, Yi Tian finally succeeded in downgrading a drop of golden muscle fluid into a large amount of ordinary golden fluid energy by studying the golden muscle fluid. A drop of golden muscle liquid can be turned into an ordinary golden liquid the size of the ocean. Such golden liquid energy is useless to Tianzu at all, and it can even be said to be ordinary water. This method is simply a waste, but it is a huge success for Yi Tian. He can use these ordinary gold liquids to promote the transformation of countless human beings, so that the blood of human beings becomes stronger and the foundation is extremely firm. Just as the Vajra snake family uses the golden muscle fluid to lay the foundation for the tribe, he can also use the golden fluid energy to lay the foundation for the human race. In this case, it is very easy for human beings to become a great ancestor. It is conceivable that when the human race gives birth to countless great ancestors, it will be terrifying. In the following years, Yi Tian used this method to build gold liquid energy seas all over the human race, allowing countless human races to enjoy the gold liquid quenching. Gradually, the bloodline of the human race became extremely powerful, and the birth rate of the great ancestor was many times faster than before. In the blink of an eye, billions of years have passed. At this time, the human race has already moved towards the entire Wanlong territorial waters, because the human race has given birth to many fifth-stage ancestors, and even the invincible fifth-stage ancestor. Among them, Yi Tian's son, Yi Xingchen, naturally enjoyed the best treatment under his cultivation, and even provided him with various techniques and materials for immeasurable supernatural powers, allowing him to successfully practice various top immeasurable supernatural powers and ranks among immeasurable supernatural powers. The immeasurable supernatural powers on the list of supernatural powers. This day, Yi Xingchen successfully transformed into the second great ancestor of the fifth stage of the human race. Soon, Yi Xingchen's name also began to become famous in Wanlong territorial waters. Somewhere in the infinite realm ruins, Yi Xingchen was fighting and learning from the great ancestor of the true night. The battle between the two sides caused many great ancestors to spy on them, and even some heavenly ancestors were watching the play in secret. Heaven-killing blade. Yi Xingchen directly injured great ancestor True Yi with this immeasurable magical technique. In the end, Yi Xingchen's victory was announced by the escape of the great ancestor of the night. Far away, the great ancestor of the night was extremely angry, but he was helpless. Damn it, I can't beat the great ancestor endless, but I didn't expect his son to become the great ancestor of the fifth stage of the breaking world. The more he thought about it, the more angry he became. At the same time, the terrifying growth rate of human beings has also attracted the attention of many ancestors. On this day, several heavenly ancestors of the blood transformation realm chatted about this matter privately. These blood change state ancestors are the Grey Fog ancestors, the Mihai ancestors, the Stone Mother ancestors, and the Dongsheng ancestors. The human race where the great ancestor of Endless is located has developed too rapidly in recent years, you heard it. Grey Mist Tianzu was the first to speak. Chapter 2443 Trading. Get out. Open black lens bracket full order close black lens bracket. I heard. Mihai Tianzu nodded slightly. The race that the Endless Tianzu belongs to is called the human race, which is a very common humanoid race. Before, there were not many strong people in the human race, not even the great ancestor, so I naturally don't have any. I care about this small race. But recently, many fifth-stage ancestors of the human race have entered the Wanlong territorial waters, and even many invincible fifth-stage ancestors have appeared. After I learned a little about it, I was shocked. The current ancestor of the human race, there are so many, it's terrifying. I made a simple statistic. Stone Mother Tianzu waved his hand, and a set of data appeared. At present, in addition to the endless heavenly ancestor, the blood transformation realm heavenly ancestor, there is also a world-breaking fifth-stage great ancestor, an invincible fifth-stage great ancestor about 1,000, and the fifth-stage great ancestor about 1,000. There are tens of thousands, and the number of high-level immeasurable life forms has reached tens of thousands, and the number of ordinary ancestors is in units of 100 million. The number of great ancestors in units of 100 million is astonishing. A territory like Xuanqi territory has several heavenly ancestors, which is quite good, but the number of great ancestors is far less than 100 million. The number of the ancestors of the human race is in units of 100 million, not just 100 million. The number is already too many to count. Dongsheng Tianzu added. According to our understanding, billions of years ago, there were only a few great ancestors of the human race, and the human race only rose recently. At this rate, a lot of human races will be born soon. Heavenly ancestor. At that time, the most powerful strength in Wanlong's territorial waters will be the human race. It is said that there are golden liquid energy seas inside the human race, and it is precisely because of the golden liquid energy sea that the human race rises. Grey Mist Tianzu guessed, this golden liquid energy sea should be obtained by the endless Tianzu from the seam of the territorial sea. Chance, other than that, I can't imagine where there would be such a chance in Wanlong's territorial waters. 1. The territorial sea boundary seam. They also guessed that was the reason. If it weren't for the seam of the territorial sea, the endless heavenly ancestor himself was the heavenly ancestor of the breaking world level, how could it be possible to break through to the blood transformation realm so quickly and develop the human race to this level? Therefore, they guessed that Yi Tian, the infinite heavenly ancestor, must have obtained a great opportunity in the seam of the territorial sea. They also want such a big opportunity. Let's go to endless heavenly ancestor to buy some gold liquid energy sea. Grey Mist heavenly ancestor suggested. Mihai Tianzu frowned and said, would endless Tianzu be willing to trade it to us? Although the gold liquid energy sea is useless to us, but for a party or a race, the value is too great, he is afraid that he will not trade it to us. Let's go. Stone Mother Tianzu said. That's not necessarily, we are also 5 blood change realm ancestors. Even if the endless ancestors are not happy, they have to give us some face and trade a little bit for us. After the transaction is obtained, we will completely. You can do your own research. Okay, then let's visit the endless heavenly ancestor now. Mihai Tianzu agrees. Silent Black Sea. Grey Mist Tianzu and Mihai Tianzu came to visit, and the great ancestor of the human race immediately accepted and informed Yi Tian. Yi Tian also saw these heavenly ancestors. After all, they were the heavenly ancestors of the blood transformation realm, so he had to give him a little face. As a representative, Grey Mist Tianzu said, Endless Tianzu, we are here to visit Endless Tianzu this time to make a deal. Deal? What deal? Yi Tian asked. Grey Mist Tianzu said, I heard that the human race has a sea of gold liquid energy, and I am a little curious about it, so I want to buy some. I wonder if it is possible. Golden liquid energy sea. Yi Tian didn't expect Grey Mist Tianzu and the others to make this idea. Obviously, the golden liquid energy sea formed by the golden muscle liquid still caused the greed of these blood-changing ancestors. After all, the blood of the human race was transformed in a short time, and one by one easily became the ancestors, and even a large number of fifth-stage ancestors were born. At this speed, many ancestors can definitely be born in the future. Any force wants to give birth to more ancestors. In that case, the force itself will become stronger and stronger. Therefore, this terrifying increase rate of the human race naturally caused the greed of these blood-changing realm ancestors. If their forces have cultivated many ancestors, they can even join hands to explore the seams of the territorial sea in the future, which will only benefit them, not harm. Of course, Grey Mist Tianzu and the others would definitely want to know where he got the chance. Several ancestors, the golden liquid energy sea is the foundation of our human race, and it is impossible to sell it. For flowers, Yi Tian refused directly. At this time, Grey Mist Tianzu and the others looked a little ugly. Yi Tian refused too quickly, he didn't think at all, and he didn't have any tactful words. It's just a little gold liquid energy sea, it doesn't affect the development of the human race. Grey Mist Tianzu continued. I said, I don't know how to trade. If you are here just for this, please come back. Yi Tian started to chase people directly. Then I'll wait to say goodbye. Grey Mist Tianzu and the others chose to leave. Infinite boundary ruins outside the silent Black Sea. Grey Mist Tianzu and the others were extremely angry at this moment. This endless heavenly ancestor is too much. He just traded a little gold liquid energy sea, and he refused directly. Grey Fog Heavenly Ancestor said angrily. Yeah, it doesn't give us any face at all. Shimu Tianzu was also very angry. Isn't he just breaking through to the blood change state? In the history of Wanlong's territorial sea, the ancestor who became the blood change state at the breaking level is not the same. He is the only one. Do you really think that he is now invincible in Wanlong territory sea blood change? Go back and talk. Several ancestors left here. After returning, they meet again. What should I do now? Stone Mother Tianzu asked. Steal the gold liquid energy sea. Grey Mist Tianzu proposed. This, Mi Hai Tianzu and the others were counseled. After all, Yi Tian's strength is too powerful. When he was at the peak of the fusion realm, his combat power was much stronger than that of the ordinary one-time blood transformation realm Tianzu. Now that Yi Tian has broken through to the heavenly ancestor of the blood transmutation realm once, he is definitely stronger than the heavenly ancestor of Longya. How can they beat it? The Grey Fog Tianzu said again. We are not directly breaking into the silent Black Sea. When the endless Tianzu leaves the silent Black Sea, we will dive in again. We only need to pay attention to the dynamics of the endless Tianzu. There is no silent Black Sea of the endless Tianzu, first is the back garden. Right, several heavenly ancestors suddenly realized. In the years that followed, they waited for the opportunity. Finally, on this day, the opportunity came. Chapter 2444 The Master of the Grey Fog Tianzu. Open black lens bracket seeking full order close black lens bracket. The endless heavenly ancestor has left the silent Black Sea. Grey Mist Tianzu immediately notified several other Tianzu. Immediately, he went directly to the silent Black Sea. The other heavenly ancestors did not go over immediately, but first looked at the situation before making a move. Silent Black Sea. The Grey Mist heavenly ancestor turned into a wisp of invisible mist and silently merged into it, and even the 5th stage great ancestor couldn't find his existence. Of course, once he took away a sea of gold liquid energy, the human race would definitely find out, and he would definitely notify the endless heavenly ancestor. However, as long as he escaped fast enough and the endless heavenly ancestor came back, he would have disappeared without a trace. At that time, even if Hexian Tianzu suspects that he did it, as long as he doesn't admit it, Hentai Tianzu can't do anything about it. Soon, Tianzu Grey Fog found several seas of gold liquid energy, 297, although these gold liquid energy seas were wrapped by a magic circle, but he couldn't stop him. Receive. Grey Mist Tianzu released countless mists, and instantly collected this golden liquid energy sea. Immediately, he quickly left here, ready to drop by to collect several other golden liquid energy seas. And at this moment, a figure intercepted the Grey Fog Tianzu. Endless heavenly ancestor. Grey Mist Tianzu was stunned. Didn't Yi Tian leave the Black Sea of Silence? He spied the trail of Yi Tian's departure through a secret technique, and then came to the Black Sea of Silence. But what happened to Yi Tian in front of him? Separate. Grey Mist Tianzu instantly understood. Yi Tian definitely has more than one real body, and he must have also practiced a clone. It is too difficult for the ancestor of the blood change to have a clone, and it takes an unimaginable treasure to hope that the ancestor of the blood change has a clone. The chance that the endless heavenly ancestor obtained in the seam of the territorial sea is too great, and he even has a clone of the blood transformation realm. He was extremely jealous. Endless heavenly ancestor, hello. Grey Mist Tianzu greeted awkwardly. But at this moment, Yi Tian was very annoyed. Grey Fog heavenly ancestor, your dignified blood transformation heavenly ancestor sneaked into my quiet black pirate to get a sea of gold liquid energy. Do you really want to provoke me? Endless heavenly ancestor, I will just steal one, and leave now. Grey Mist Tianzu said, leave the gold liquid energy sea behind. Yi Tian shot, and blocked the void. Boom, the technique of the extreme pierced through the Grey Fog Tianzu in an instant, inflicting heavy damage on him. Grey Mist Tianzu panicked. Yi Tian's power was beyond his imagination. He had never fought against a powerhouse like Yi Tian before, and he didn't expect that he couldn't even hold a single move. I hand it over. Grey Mist Tianzu released a sea of gold liquid energy, and he didn't dare to leave a drop. And at this moment, his body has been pinched by Yi Tian and may fall at any time. Roll. Yi Tian threw the grey mist Tianzu out of the silent black sea with one hand, flew for a long time in the infinite realm ruins, and crashed into an infinite ruins monster's lair, and then stopped. Almost died. The rest of his life after the calamity of the grey mist Tianzu was terrified. Immediately, he quickly escaped from here. After a while, he met with Tianzu Mihai and the others. At this time, Tianzu Mihai and the others were surprised when they saw that Tianzu Grey Fog was seriously injured and extremely embarrassed. Grey Mist Tianzu, what happened? Mihai Tianzu asked. The endless heavenly ancestor should have a clone. The one who left the silent Black Sea is the clone. His real body is still in the silent Black Sea. I stole a golden liquid energy sea and was hit hard by him, and was almost killed by him. It's gone, said the Grey Fog Tianzu. If I didn't do anything else, he killed me for fear of causing other bloody changes in Wanlong's territorial waters, otherwise he would really kill me. There are only a few blood changes in Wanlong's territorial waters, there are only a dozen or so, and the loss of one is a major loss. Therefore, if there is no reason, the blood changes are not allowed to fight. If Yi Tian kills the Grey Mist Tianzu by relying on his strength, the other blood transformation realms will definitely be worried, so they will unite to fight against Yi Tian. This is also the reason why Yi Tian stopped. What? The endless heavenly ancestor is still in the silent Black Sea, and he has hit you hard with one move. Mihai Heavenly Ancestor and the others were also terrified, because they were also going to try it after the Grey Mist Heavenly Ancestor succeeded. It's just a sea of gold liquid energy, and he has the intention to kill. Grey Mist Tianzu was very angry. Forget it, we are not his opponents. Mihai Tianzu persuaded. Forget it, no way, Grey Mist Tianzu said angrily. What else can you do? Mihai Tianzu asked. Don't forget my identity, Grey Mist Tianzu said. Are you looking for your master? But he has already entered the Sea of Territorial Sea. I don't know how long it has been. Could it be that he is still alive? Mihai Tianzu and others were surprised. Of course. Grey Mist Tianzu nodded. My master is still alive, and I contacted him a while ago. It's just that Wanlong's territorial waters have no value to the master, so the master is too lazy to come back. The water in the Long Territory Sea is deep. How many heavenly ancestors have gone out from the Wanlong Territory Sea? Although most of them are dead, there must be many still alive, and they have become extremely powerful. Let's just say that you may all have secrets, so I won't say this, already. Mihai Tianzu and several other Tianzu were silent and didn't say anything. Even if your master is still alive, if you call your master back, do you want to snatch the opportunity of the endless ancestors? If this is not handled properly, it will easily lead to a war in Wanlong's territorial waters, which will affect Wanlong's territorial waters. Your teacher Zun has completely abandoned Wanlong's territorial waters, but we don't have it. Don't make a big fuss, said Shimu Tianzu. Don't worry, when my master comes back, he will at most use his strength to threaten the endless heavenly ancestor and gain a little benefit. Grey Mist Tianzu said. Anyway, I won't participate in this matter. Stone Mother Tianzu said. You can all wait and see, but don't reveal the news. Grey Fog Tian Ancestor Road. Don't worry, we won't reveal it. Mihai Tianzu guarantees. They have a good relationship and are a small group, so it is impossible to disclose information to other Tianzu. 5.9. After a period of time, Grey Mist Heavenly Ancestor has almost recovered from his injuries. On this day, he came to the second node. Immediately, he tore the number 2 node and entered the seam of the territorial sea. As soon as he entered the seam of the territorial sea, a cyan shield fixed the void, so that he was not washed away by the impact current. Then, he took out a grey token to contact his master. Of course, if he did not have a suitable reason, his master would not be able to come back. It is also very dangerous to travel in the territorial sea and boundary, and no one knows what will happen, so if his master comes back, it must be of great benefit. Therefore, he explained Yi Tian's growth process and the development of the human race, indicating that Yi Tian definitely has a great opportunity behind him. He believed that after such disclosure, master would definitely come back. The message is out. Chapter 2445 The Blood-Robed Ancestor is back. Open black lens bracket full order close black lens bracket. Territorial sea boundary seam, in a fragmented cave. A blood-changing ancestor wearing blood armor is retreating here. He is the master of the Grey Mist Heavenly Ancestor, the blood-robed Heavenly Ancestor. Suddenly, the blood-robed Tianzu opened his eyes. The little guy in the grey fog contacted me. He accepted the message and quickly showed a surprised look. He did not expect that such an enchanting blood change realm ancestor would be born in Wanlong's territorial waters, and after practicing for such a short period of time, it became a blood change realm. According to the description of the gray fog, the human race's golden liquid energy sea is in line with a substance, golden muscle liquid, but it is definitely not pure golden muscle liquid. It is estimated that it is a golden liquid energy sea refined from golden muscle liquid. 1. The blood-robed Tianzu also has a little understanding of the golden muscle fluid, which is a substance that can greatly help the fusion realm Tianzu to impact the blood transformation realm, and can also enhance the potential and foundation of a race. As far as he knows, the golden muscle fluid is mainly born in the territory of the Vajra snake family. Although there are also a small number of births in other places in the territorial sea and seam, the number is too small to be found. The 29th heavenly ancestor should have found a new place where the golden muscle fluid was born in the seam of the territorial sea. It is impossible to obtain it from the Vajra snake territory. With his strength, he dares to go to Vajra snake to receive it, and he will definitely die. Deal. The fact that the endless heavenly ancestor can break through to become the blood transformation realm so quickly is definitely the credit of the golden muscle liquid. Otherwise, it would be very difficult for a world breaker level melting realm heavenly ancestor to become the blood transformation realm heavenly ancestor. 1. The value of the golden muscle fluid is not low. The endless heavenly ancestor is willing to refine the golden muscle fluid into the golden fluid energy sea, and he must have a lot of it. If I get those golden muscle fluids, I don't need to be able to get the white shadow. The elephant family leads the city to trade. Thinking of this, the blood-robed Tianzu was ready to return to Wanlong's territorial waters. The value of the golden muscle fluid was enough for him to venture back. Time passed, and a long time passed. This day, in the shock current near the number 2 node of Wanlong territorial sea, a ship swam here and came here soon. Swish, the ship disappeared, and a figure stood here, and it was the blood-robed ancestor. It's still a powerful wooden ship that I traded. It's fast, and it's not easy to get lost. The blood-robed Tianzu said with emotion. During this journey, he also encountered several dangers, but he managed to escape with the help of the wooden divine ship. Now, he has finally returned to Wanlong's territorial waters. Tier, the second node was torn apart by the blood-robed Tianzu, and he directly entered the Wanlong territorial waters. Afterwards, he immediately contacted his apprentice Grey Mist Tianzu. Soon, the Grey Fog Tianzu came. Master, you are finally back. Grey Mist Tianzu was very excited. So many years have passed, and you are still in the blood transformation realm. After seeing the blood-robed Tianzu, he said. Grey Mist Tianzu said embarrassedly, Master, how can there be any good resources in Wanlong's territorial waters? It will be very difficult to improve after a blood transformation. Immediately, he asked curiously, Master, you should be the ancestor of the third blood change realm now. Yeah, Shuipao Tianzu proudly said. Yes, when I left Wanlong's territorial waters, I was the second blood change emperor, and then I had the chance to reach the third blood change emperor. And my heart is fourth. The second transformation is not far away, and then I will be the ancestor of the fourth blood transformation. Congratulations, Master. Grey Mist Tianzu congratulated him. Stop talking about this time I'm here to solve the problem of endless heavenly ancestor. Blood-robed heavenly ancestor said. If I hadn't guessed, endless heavenly ancestor had a lot of golden muscle fluid in his hands. At that time, those golden muscle the liquid belongs to me, and when the time comes, those gold liquid energy seas can be taken away by yourself. What is golden muscle fluid? Grey Mist Tianzu was curious. The blood-robed celestial ancestor explained, it is a special substance in the seam of the territorial sea. With the golden muscle fluid, even a world-breaking celestial ancestor can use him to transform his heart, but it requires a lot of golden muscle fluid. Ordinary celestial ancestors can use a small amount of golden muscle fluid to transform their hearts and become the celestial ancestors of blood change. 1. Golden muscle fluid is so powerful. Grey Mist Tianzu was really taken aback. In Wanlong territorial waters, an ordinary heavenly ancestor needs to spend endless long years to slowly endure before he can hope to transform his heart into a heavenly ancestor. He also did this at the beginning, but now the golden muscle fluid can make Tianzu quickly undergo blood changes. There are really too many good things in the seam of the territorial sea. Grey Mist Tianzu said with emotion. There are many good things in the territorial sea, but the danger is also great. Shuipao Tianzu said. Even if I have the strength of 3 blood changes, I will fall if I am not careful. It is said that not long ago, the territorial sea was seamed. The migration of the immemorial golden turtle clan in China caused huge waves. Tens of thousands of blood-change creatures fell, and even a six-time blood-change creature fell. What? So many blood-change creatures have fallen. The Grey Mist Tianzu couldn't imagine how many blood-changing Tianzu in the entire Wanlong territorial sea. Okay, let's not talk about this, give me all the information about the endless heavenly ancestor and his location, said the blood-robed heavenly ancestor. Yes, master. The Grey Mist Tianzu immediately handed over the information about Yi to the blood-robed Tianzu. Master, the endless ancestor has a clone, and I'm not sure his real body is in the silent Black Sea. The meaning of the Grey Fog Tianzu is very clear. Don't directly enter the 297 silent Black Sea. If the family is not in the silent Black Sea, then slowly cultivate in the future, and then make a move when the strength is strong. The blood-robed Tianzu has no trouble, he can have it trouble. Don't worry, I'm measured. The blood-robed Tianzu said. Silent Black Sea. Since the last time the Grey Mist Tianzu invaded, he has remodeled the silent Black Sea again and arranged a lot of powerful magic circles. In this way, if there is a blood-changing realm ancestor entering the silent Black Sea, he will definitely not be able to hide it from him, and he will find it immediately. Even if there is a blood-changing realm celestial ancestor near the immeasurable world market near the silent Black Sea, he can sense it in time. The ancestor of the blood change is approaching. Yi Tian felt it. Swish. He appeared directly in the Black Sea of Silence and intercepted the blood-changing realm ancestor. This blood-change realm heavenly ancestor is very unfamiliar, not any blood-change realm heavenly ancestor he knows. But there are only a dozen or so blood-changing ancestors in Wanlong's territorial waters. Where did this blood-changing ancestor come from? Moreover, the other party's breath is very strong, not the ordinary blood-change realm ancestor. 3 blood changes heavenly ancestor. Yi Tian became extremely solemn at this moment. If you fight here, the silent Black Sea can't keep it. Chapter 2446 Use the King Kong Snake Clan to kill the blood-robed heavenly ancestor. Open black lens bracket full order close black lens bracket. From what he saw from the copy talent, he knew that the other party was called the blood-robed heavenly ancestor. I have seen the blood-robed ancestor. Yi Tian said politely. Oh, you actually know me. The blood-robed ancestor was a little surprised. However, he didn't care either. What did the blood-robed Tianzu come to my quiet Black Sea for? Yi Tian asked. You have golden muscle fluid on your hand. Shui Pao Tianzu said bluntly. Give me all the golden muscle fluid on your hand. Yi Tian was startled. The other ancestors in Wanlong Territory C didn't know the existence of Jinjie, and he also knew the name Jinjie in the territory of the Vajra Snake clan. Obviously, the blood-robed Tianzu had been staying at the seam of the territorial sea before, and only then did he know the golden muscle fluid, and he was very familiar with the golden muscle fluid, otherwise it would be impossible to know that he had the golden muscle fluid on his hand. It should be the golden liquid energy sea that exposed the existence of golden muscle liquid. Yi Tian guessed in his heart. The blood-robed heavenly ancestor, even if I have golden muscle fluid in my hand, why should I give it to you? Yi Tian said solemnly. Because of strength. The blood-robed Tianzu showed the strength of his 3 blood changes. At this moment, the atmosphere is very stalemate, and a battle can break out at any time. Yi Tian is not afraid of the blood-robed Tianzu, but he doesn't want to be involved in the silent Black Sea, not to mention his family is still in the silent Black Sea. So, he immediately said, it's not impossible to give it to you, but the golden muscle fluid I found has been used up, and the location of the golden muscle fluid is located in a dangerous place at the seam of the territorial sea, and I can only snatch some of it each time. I can take you there, but after the fact, we split. How? It is good. The blood-robed ancestor was excited. Listening to Yi Tian's tone, there seems to be a lot of golden muscle fluid there. If you find there, you can get a lot of golden muscle fluid. As for equivalence, is it possible? When to go? Yi Tian asked. Now. Blood-robed Tianzu didn't want to waste time, so he urged him immediately. Immediately, Yi Tian and the blood-robed ancestor immediately went to the seam of the territorial sea. After the blood-robed heavenly ancestor left with this cloned body, Yi Tian began to transfer a part of the human race, lest his plan be unsuccessful and the quiet Black Sea would encounter revenge. Of course, if the plan goes well, the blood-robed ancestor will surely die. Territorial sea boundary seam. Yi Tian and Shui Pao Tianzu shuttled here, moving in a certain direction. During this period, they were cautious and worried about encountering powerful blood-changing creatures. Vajra territory area. Yi Tian found 2 lone Vajra serpents, showed his strength, killed them quickly, and then copied the body of one of the Vajra serpents. Then, he found other blood-changing snakes and spread the news that there were alien blood-changing creatures hunting around here. Immediately, the Vajra snake family was angry. And it was learned that the perpetrators were 2 blood change realm ancestors, one was a blood change realm ancestor, and the other was a 3-time blood change realm ancestor. Immediately, a large number of blood transformation realm Vajra snakes were dispatched to search for the traces of the 2 blood transformation realm heavenly ancestors. And Yi Tian also joined the tracking ranks as a diamond snake, and soon sent a message to the other diamond snakes, saying that he had found the other party's trace, and the other party was fleeing. So, the other diamond snakes chased and killed according to the direction of Yi Tian's communication. The blood-robed ancestor never thought that I would use the Vajra snake family to kill him. Yi Tian secretly said. Of course, if he did this, his cloned body would definitely fall, but it would have no loss to him. Time passed slowly, and the blood-robed ancestor was a little anxious. How far is it? Blood-robed Tianzu asked. It's almost here, and I was accidentally rushed there by the impact current, and it's not close to nature. Yi Tian said. The blood-robed Tianzu recognized the direction and knew that if he continued to advance in this direction, he would reach the territory of the Vajra snake clan, but at the moment he was still far away from the Vajra snake clan, so it was unlikely that he would encounter the Vajra snake clan. It's coming soon, Yi Tian said. At this time, the blood-robed Tianzu's face showed excitement. But at this moment, a Vajra snake in a bloody state appeared here. How can there be a Vajra snake here? It should be a Vajra snake that came out to wander around. The blood-robed ancestor guessed. There are Vajra snakes ahead, the Vajra snake family is very powerful, don't provoke them, leave. The blood-robed ancestor wanted to leave, but Yi Tian did not want to leave. It's just a bloody realm Vajra snake. Yi Tian shuttled directly over, and hit this diamond snake heavily with one blow. In fact, this King Kong Tian's own replica body, he did so on purpose. Meanwhile, the other serpents have been informed and are on their way fast. You're crazy, you can't kill the Vajra snake. The blood-robed Tianzu's face changed dramatically. It is good, Yi Tian didn't really kill his cloned body, he just deliberately delayed a little time. Almost, Yi Tian secretly said. They haven't gone far, and there are a lot of blood-changing realm Vajra snakes around, including the 2nd blood-changing realm and the 3rd blood-transforming realm. At the same time, Yi Tian's Vajra clone body also rushed up with a severely injured body. It's the 2 of them. The diamond snake copied the body and said. Kill them. The blood-changing realm diamond snakes have started. What's the situation? The blood-robed ancestor was stunned. Isn't it just wounding a Vajra snake, and it's still in an area far from the Vajra snake's territory, how come so many Vajra snakes suddenly appeared? The point is, this matter has nothing to do with him at all. Among them, the blood-robed Tianzu was the Tianzu of the 3-time blood transformation realm, so he encountered key treatment and was besieged by many 3-time blood transformation realm Vajra snakes. Boom, the war begins. And Yi Tian didn't show his true strength at all, so even if he was besieged by a group of 2nd blood transformation realm Vajra snakes, he didn't fall immediately. He wants to wait for the blood-robed ancestor to fall. At this moment, the blood-robed Tianzu thought for a moment, and quickly guessed the reason. In addition, Grey Mist Tianzu had told him that Yi Tian had a clone. Damn, endless heavenly ancestor, you pit me. Obviously, Yi Tian took the clone as the price and wanted to cause him to fall together. It's a pity that he was attracted by the temptation of the golden muscle fluid, so he didn't notice the existence of the trap. In fact, he didn't think Yi Tian had the strength to trap him. However, he still didn't know why the Vajra snake family appeared here, and just surrounded his slaves. Logically speaking, Yi Tian didn't have time to prepare, nor did he have time to attract the Vajra snake clan. Soon, he was severely injured, and finally died at the hands of these 3 times of blood transformation. And Yi Tian didn't resist either, he blew himself up directly, and the copy body of the Vajra snake that affected him fell together, and there was no evidence whatsoever. Even if the King Kong snake family found something wrong, they couldn't find anything. Chapter 2447 White Elephant City. Open black lens bracket full order close black lens bracket. After the blood-robed heavenly ancestor fell, Yi Tian breathed a sigh of relief. However, he knew very well that it was impossible for the blood-robed Tianzu to find him suddenly, and there must be a Tianzu who passed the news to the blood-robed Tianzu. Therefore, the blood-robed Tianzu will rush back from the seam of the territorial sea. Afterwards, he investigated and found out the identity of the blood-robed ancestors from other blood-changing realm ancestors. The blood-robed Tianzu turned out to be the master of the Grey Mist Tianzu. This moment, Yi Tian finally knew why the blood-robed Tianzu came back. It must be the Grey Fog Tianzu who notified the blood-robed Tianzu. Grey Mist Tianzu, you came to steal the gold liquid energy sea before. I didn't kill you, I was polite, but you even told your master to come back from the sea border to deal with me. Very good. Yi Tian was completely angry. Grey Mist territory. Yi Tian came here soon. Grey Mist Tianzu, get out of here. 1. Yi Tian's voice ran through the entire Grey Fog realm. Wow, Grey Mist Tianzu came out of the Grey Fog realm, and when he saw Yi Tian, he immediately felt bad. But he couldn't hide it. For a blood change realm lord, a mere territory could not protect him at all. Endless heavenly ancestor, what's so irritating? Could it be the last time in 297? Grey Mist Tianzu asked. He was a little worried that his master had snatched the golden muscle fluid from the endless heavenly ancestor and ran away, but the endless heavenly ancestor came to trouble him. But his master shouldn't be so pitiful. Grey Mist heavenly ancestor, did you inform your master that the blood-robed heavenly ancestor was here? Yi Tian questioned. Not me. Grey Mist Tianzu flatly denied it, but he dared not admit it. Bang! Yi Tian punched him and directly bombarded the body of the Grey Fog Tianzu. The power of the extreme technique exploded, and directly severely injured the Grey Fog Tianzu. Endless heavenly ancestor, are you going to kill me? Grey Mist Tianzu was terrified. So what? With a slap, Yi Tian slapped the body of the Grey Fog Tianzu that had just been reunited. Endless heavenly ancestor, if you kill me, my master, the blood-robed heavenly ancestor, will not let you go. He is the heavenly ancestor of the 3-time blood transformation realm, and he will soon become the heavenly ancestor of the 4 times blood transformation realm. Grey Mist Tianzu tried to threaten Yi Tian with the blood-robed Tianzu, but he didn't know that the blood-robed Tianzu had already fallen. Threat me with your master's blood-robed ancestor. Yi Tian sneered, don't you know that your master's blood-robed ancestor has fallen, otherwise why would I dare to trouble you? Impossible, my master is the ancestor of the 3 blood changes, how can you kill him? Grey Mist Tianzu didn't believe it. You don't need to believe it. Yi Tian shot again and directly killed the Grey Fog Tianzu. Whoa whoa whoa, one after another, the heavenly ancestors of the blood transformation realm came quickly and saw the corpses of the Grey Mist heavenly ancestors, all of which looked a little ugly. Longya Tianzu frowned and said, Endless Tianzu, why do you want to kill Grey Mist Tianzu? Grey Mist heavenly ancestor came to my quiet black pirate to get the gold liquid energy sea, you should know. Yi Tian said solemnly. I know, but isn't that the past? Many blood change realm Tianzu Dao. It is indeed the past. Yi Tian said angrily. However, the Grey Fog Tianzu actually notified his master that the blood-robed Tianzu came back. Force me to hand it over. If I hadn't had some means, I'd be dead now. The blood-robed heavenly ancestor. Some of the blood transformation realm heavenly ancestors did not speak. They did sense the breath of the blood-robed heavenly ancestor, and they also knew that the blood-robed heavenly ancestor had returned. But they didn't know that the blood-robed Tianzu came back for Yi Tian and wanted to snatch Yi Tian's chance. This was indeed a life-and-death feud. Where is the blood-robed ancestor? A bloody realm ancestor asked curiously. He has fallen into the seam of the territorial sea. Yi Tian said lightly. What, the blood-robed ancestor has fallen? CJFJ, the complexion of many blood-changing realm ancestors changed dramatically. The information that the blood-robed Tianzu has become the 3-time blood transformation Tianzu is naturally leaked, so they also know that the blood-robed Tianzu has become the 3-time blood transformation Tianzu. With the strength of the blood-robed ancestor, Yi Tian should not be an opponent, let alone kill the blood-robed ancestor. Then there is only one possibility, the blood-robed ancestor was brought into the territorial sea by Yi Tian and died. Even the blood-robed ancestors were killed by Yi Tian. They naturally didn't dare to fight for the Grey Fog ancestors, they exchanged a few words one by one, and then left directly. Obviously, it is impossible for them to do anything for the fall of the Grey Fog Tianzu, and the default is that this matter has passed. Aside, Mi Hai Tianzu and the others knew that the Blood Mist Tianzu was killed by Yi Tian, and they were all afraid. After all, they also thought of the idea of hitting Yi Tian's golden liquid energy sea before. It is also fortunate that they moved slowly, otherwise they might have been killed too. Since then, they no longer dared to play the idea of silent Black Sea gold liquid energy sea, and even announced that they will retreat for a long time and will not come out for the time being. It is quite now. Yi Tian breathed a sigh of relief. After this incident, he believed that those blood transformation realm heavenly ancestors would never dare to fight the idea of the silent Black Sea again, and he could also relax a lot, and he did not need to pay attention to the safety of the silent Black Sea all the time. I still have to break through the cultivation base to the second blood transformation as soon as possible, otherwise I can't deal with the ancestors of the blood-robed ancestor level. Yi Tian secretly said, and if you want to break through to the second blood change, you still have to look for opportunities in the seam of the territorial sea. Years go by. This day, Yi Tian's fusion realm Vajra snake replicated his body and broke through to the blood transformation realm on his own. After his continuous operation, this Vajra snake clone body has long since been integrated into the Vajra snake family, and it is almost impossible to be seen. Now, this diamond replica body has broken through to the blood change state, and is also eligible to participate in many things. Moreover, he continued to make friends with other Vajra snakes in the blood-changing realm, and he learned more and more about the situation in the territorial sea. According to his understanding, almost all of the territory in the territorial sea is dominated by powerful blood change races. The Vajra snake family is considered to be quite powerful, but it is definitely not a top race. Near the King Kong Snake Clan or the Tian Manatee Clan, the Ancient River Void Beast Clan, the Death Bone Dragon Clan, the White Shadow Elephant Clan, and so on. Among them, the Bai Yingxiang Clan is the top clan, much stronger than the Vajra Snake Clan. After Yi Tian's efforts, he finally seized an opportunity and obtained the opportunity to enter the White Elephant City to trade. He can go to White Elephant City with the trading team of the King Kong Snake Clan, which is a rare opportunity. Chapter 2448 Dragon Gold Blood. White Elephant City. Yi Tian came here with some blood change people from the King Kong Snake Clan. After entering here, Yi Tian was really shocked by the number of blood-changing creatures here. There are many blood-changed creatures here, and they coexist peacefully, without any fighting. Of course, this is not to say that these blood-changing creatures are friendly, but the white shadows are too powerful, and the blood-changing creatures who come to trade here do not dare to make trouble. But once you leave White Elephant City and leave this area, fighting is very common. If you don't have enough strength or background to show your treasures or financial resources in White Elephant City, you are courting death. Hey, there are practitioners. Yi Tian sensed some cultivators at the level of heavenly ancestors in the blood transformation realm, but they should not be cultivators from Wanlong Territory Sea. These cultivators actually came to White Elephant City. Obviously, White Elephant City allows any race to enter here, and the same is true for cultivators. Yi Tian didn't plan to trade this time. After all, he was a new member of the Vajra snake family, and he didn't have any treasures, so he couldn't trade any good things. He came here just to have a glimpse, and to understand the situation of White Elephant City by the way. Soon, the King Kong snake family traded a lot of resources in White Elephant City. In the seam of the territorial sea, each race needs different resources, and the resources that the King Kong snake family does not need may be the resources that other races desperately desire. While other races do not need resources, the Vajra clan may just need them. It is precisely because of this that the transactions in White Elephant City are so hot. Certainly, any transaction needs to pay a certain share to the White Shadow clan, and the share paid is not much, so these blood-changed creatures will give it. Moreover, it is only safe to trade in White Elephant City. If they were allowed to trade in the outside world, they really wouldn't dare. Time passed slowly. Yi Tian stayed in White Elephant City for a long time, and also saw many powerful blood-changing creatures along with other diamond snakes. This day, the King Kong Snake Clan has acquired a lot of resources and is ready to return to the King Kong Snake Clan. Since the Vajra snake family is very powerful, there is no idea of the blood-changing creatures dare to attack the Vajra snake clan. The whole process went very smoothly and did not encounter any attacks. It is precisely because of this that the King Kong snake family did not send powerful blood-changing creatures. This is racial deterrence. A cultivator like Yi Tian who is alone in the shockwave is the easiest target to be attacked by the blood-changing creatures. This day, Yi Tian's real copy body came to White Elephant City. After coming here, he found that many blood-changing creatures were focused on him. Obviously, his cultivation in the blood transformation realm was targeted. Practitioners are almost all ascetic and have no power. Even if they are power, they don't want the race to be so united. Therefore, practitioners are easily targeted. The boundary seam of the territorial sea is the territory of the blood transformation realm race. Cultivators are too crowded out here. Only powerful practitioners dare to walk on the boundary seam of the territorial sea independently. Like the practitioners Yi Tian saw in White Elephant City before, they were all three-time blood transfiguration realm heavenly ancestors or above. Once the blood change realm Tianzu, it was not seen one. Certainly, Yi Tian was not afraid of being targeted. He walked in the White Elephant City very indifferently. Soon, he came to a shop in White Elephant City. This shop was called Bailong Shop, which was opened by the Bailong family in the Sea of Territorial Sea. At this moment, a shrunken three-time blood-transforming white dragon in the shop was lying there, saw Yi Tian coming, stretched out his head, and looked over. "Cultivator, what do you want to buy?" the white dragon asked. "Dragon gold blood. Longjin blood is not real blood, but a resource similar to blood. It was born in the territory of the White Dragon clan, and it is also one of the resources of this shop." Yi Tian knew that dragon gold blood was one of the treasures that were very suitable for practitioners to temper their hearts, so he wanted to come and buy some. "There are a lot of dragon gold blood, how much do you want?" "In terms of price, our shop only accepts white elephant gold, and one white elephant gold is exchanged for a drop of dragon gold blood," Bai Long said. White elephant gold is the currency launched by the Bai Yingxiang family, but the white elephant gold itself has a high value, so it can be circulated. Yi Tian took out hundreds of white elephant gold, which was attacked by some blood-changing creatures in the shock stream before. Some of them died in his hands, and those blood-changing creatures had some white elephant gold on them. Ask for flowers. Thus, he now owns hundreds of white elephant golds. 657 white elephant gold, you can buy 657 drops of dragon gold blood. After Bai Long glanced at it, he said, "Do you accept golden muscle liquid here?" Yi Tian asked. "The golden muscle fluid that the King Kong snake family is rich in." Bai Long became interested. "Yes." Yi Tian nodded. "Bai Long Dao. Golden muscle liquid is not bad for building a foundation. It is useful for many races, but a small amount of golden muscle liquid is useless. Moreover, the grade of golden muscle liquid is relatively low, and 100 drops of golden muscle liquid can be exchanged. A drop of dragon gold blood, how about it?" Yi. 0. Subsequently, Yi Tian took out 100,000 drops of golden muscle liquid. This amount really frightened the white dragon. "You robbed the Vajra snake family, didn't you?" Bai Long couldn't help but say. "Accidentally discovered a treasure land that breeds golden muscle fluid," Yi Tian explained. "Whether the white dragon believes it or not, it will not affect this transaction." The white dragon didn't ask any more questions, and soon traded with Yi Tian. 100,000 drops of golden muscle liquid were exchanged for 1,000 drops of dragon gold blood, plus the 657 drops of dragon gold blood. He got a total of 1657 drops of dragon gold blood. Subsequently, he came to the shop of the Blood Dragon clan again, and the Blood Dragon clan also gave birth to the dragon gold blood, so their shop also sold the dragon gold blood. Yi Tian took out a lot of golden muscle liquid again, in exchange for a lot of dragon gold blood. In this way, Yi Tian exchanged a total of tens of thousands of drops of dragon gold blood in every store. "With so much dragon gold blood, I should be able to make a breakthrough in my cultivation and reach the second blood transformation," Yi Tian estimated. He did not leave White Elephant City. If he left now, he would definitely be attacked. Therefore, he rented a cave and practiced retreat in White Elephant City. Try the effect of Longjin blood. Yi Tian swallowed a drop of Longjin blood and began to refine it. The energy of Longjin blood quenched his heart, making the heart slowly become stronger. Sure enough, the speed of tempering the heart is far faster than the golden muscle fluid. Yi Tian was excited about the corpse. Chapter 2449 The Second Blood Change, crushing a group of blood change creatures. Open black lens bracket full order close black lens bracket. Yi Tian refines every drop of dragon gold blood, and his heart becomes stronger and stronger. So much dragon gold blood can definitely complete the second transformation of his heart, so that countless blood can undergo the second blood transformation and enter the second blood transformation realm Tianzu realm. Time passed slowly, and finally on this day, Yi Tian's heart began to change. Boom! Countless energies from the outside poured into his position. The energy of White Elephant City is very rich, far beyond Wanlong's territorial waters, so his breakthrough only needs to absorb the energy in a small area around him, and will not absorb energy in a large area. Therefore, his breakthrough will not cause any major disturbance. After all, in White Elephant City, the breakthrough of blood-changing creatures is a common thing. If there is a lot of movement every time, then it is okay. After a long time, the transformation of the heart was completely completed, and the blood began to undergo 310 blood transformation. And as the blood change progressed, his flesh and blood became stronger and stronger. Finally, the second blood change was completed. Breakthrough, the second blood transformation realm, heavenly ancestor realm. Yi Tian felt the incomparably powerful strength now, far surpassing before. Every time the world-breaking level blood transformation realm Tianzu completes a blood transformation, the strength increases much larger than that of the general blood transformation realm Tianzu who completes a blood transformation. Therefore, his current strength is estimated to have reached the level of combat power of 4 blood-changing creatures. If I had broken through to the second blood transformation realm heavenly ancestor, I wouldn't have to worry about the blood-robed heavenly ancestor, I could just kill him. Yi Tian muttered. The cultivation base broke through, and he didn't have many good things on him, so he didn't plan to trade here, and left directly. Outside the White Elephant City, Yi Tian left here, and felt the peeping of other blood-changing creatures, and these blood-changing creatures were also undisguised. It seems that a lot of blood-change creatures want to attack me. 1. Yi Tian muttered. He suspects that his transactions in several shops have been exposed, or it is directly the blood-changing creatures under the command of those races. Swish. Yi Tian shuttled in the shop current. These blood-changing creatures still did not do anything, because this is still the area near White Elephant City, which belongs to the territory of the White Shadow Clan. If you do it here, you will still anger the White Shadow Clan. Soon, Yi Tian left the territory of the White Shadow Clan. Buzzing. A famous blood-changing creature directly shuttled over and intercepted Yi Tian. 8 blood transformation creatures. Moreover, these 8 blood change creatures are all 3 blood changes, from different races. They should be a gang, or they are attached to the same powerful race. Kill him. The 8 blood-changing creatures did not say a word, and started directly. In their opinion, beheading a secondary blood transformation creature like Yi Tian is simply too simple, and Yi Tian can be killed easily. Court death. The power of Yi Tian's immeasurable magical power surged. One finger pierced through a 3-time blood-changing creature, and one palm exploded another blood-changing creature. And his body is integrated into the 10-armed golden body, the immeasurable magical technique, how strong the flesh is, and their attacks will not break his defenses at all. Bang bang bang. One blood-change creature was blown up by Yi Tian, and in the blink of an eye, 8 blood-change creatures suffered heavy casualties. No, he is a world-breaking genius among cultivators. The 8 blood-change creatures wanted to escape, but it was too late. Yi Tian shot quickly and killed them one by one without showing any mercy. Immediately, he took away the resources of these blood-changing creatures, and then left. Not long after Yi Tian left, some blood-changing creatures dared to appear here. What a terrifying strength! I didn't expect to encounter a world-breaking genius among the practitioners, and it is not an ordinary world-breaking genius. 8 3-time blood-changing creatures were killed in an instant. This is definitely the strength of the 4 blood changes. A 3-time blood change creature said in horror. The other blood-changing creatures were also terrified. Fortunately, they moved a little slower, otherwise they would be the ones who died. In the following journey, Yi Tian did not encounter any blood-changing creatures. After all, he has already shown his strength. Even the 4-time blood-changing creatures can't kill him, only the top 4-time blood-changing creatures can seriously injure him. If you want to kill him, you need at least 5 blood-change creatures. And the creatures of the 5 blood changes are already the top of the major races, such as the Vajra clan. The number of creatures of the 5 blood changes is not very large, and they are all at the level of elders. Such existences would not easily engage in robbery business. First, they would lose face, and second, they would easily bring trouble to their own race. Therefore, with the strength of the heavenly ancestor of the blood transformation realm 4 times, as long as it is not too unlucky, there will be no life-threatening encounters with some brutal and powerful blood transformation realm creatures. Of course, if you go to some dangerous places or provoke powerful races, you will easily fall. Years go by. Yi Tian spent a lot of time stabilizing his realm, and at the same time replaced his other cloned bodies with the second blood transformation realm heavenly ancestor cultivation base. Afterwards, he tried to continue tempering his heart with dragon gold blood. The effect was still there, but it was much worse. To temper his heart to the level of 3 transformations, he needed at least hundreds of thousands of dragon gold blood. And tens of thousands of drops of dragon blood is equivalent to dozens of gold. He just killed the 6 blood-changing creatures, and only obtained thousands of pieces of white elephant gold, and if he wants to exchange for white elephant gold, the general resources are useless, at least the treasure resources of the blood-changing level. Therefore, it is somewhat difficult to obtain massive amounts of white elephant gold. Unfortunately, the ability to fuse all things is a bit low, and there is no way to fuse treasures at the level of bleeding transformation. Yi Tian muttered. 5.9 After all, his copy talent has not been upgraded, many functions are weak, and it is not very useful to him. That is to say, the ability to copy the body is related to one's own cultivation, so it can be used all the time, and other abilities will not work. Just like White Elephant Gold, Yi Tian's ability to copy all things cannot copy it. I don't know if the copy talent ability can continue to be upgraded, but even if it can be upgraded, it is too difficult. After all, he has not encountered any treasure that can upgrade his copying talent for so long. Therefore, he doesn't count on it anymore. In order to gather enough White Elephant Gold, Yi Tian still had to use the Vajra snake to replicate his body, and collect the golden muscle fluid from the Vajra snake clan continuously, collecting a few each time, without affecting the attention of the Vajra snake clan's high-level officials. On this day, he took another batch of golden muscle liquid to White Elephant City. Chapter 2450 The War Situation of the Ancient Golden Turtle Clan. White Elephant City. Yi Tian came here and came to the shop of the White Dragon Clan again. The one sitting in this shop is still the White Dragon from last time. At this time, when the White Dragon saw Yi Tian, his attitude was different, at least he was more respectful. Dear customer, what do you want to buy? Bai Long asked. Golden muscle fluid, buy it. Yi Tian asked. Acquisition. Bai Long was shocked, he didn't expect Yi Tian to get the golden muscle fluid again, but he didn't know how much. This time, Yi Tian directly took out a large amount of golden muscle fluid. Now that he is strong, he is not afraid of attracting coveted. 500,000 drops of golden muscle liquid, worth 5,000 white elephant gold. White Dragon said, give me 5,000 drops of dragon gold blood. Yi Tian said. Respected guests, there really isn't so much dragon gold blood in the store. Currently, there are only about 3,000 drops, which need to be collected from the clan's land. Bai Long said. After all, there are only 29 stores here, and it is impossible to store too much dragon gold blood. Then I'll wait for a while. Yi Tian said. Afterwards, he went to several other Dragon Clan stores and exchanged another batch of golden muscle liquid. After that, after waiting for a while, I finally sold almost all the golden muscle fluid in my hand. In a short period of time, I'm afraid that I can't sell it anymore, otherwise the King Kong snake family will definitely focus on me, and even thoroughly investigate the internal situation. Yi Tian thought to himself. Subsequently, he took these dragon gold blood to practice retreat and used it to temper his heart. After a period of time, these dragon gold blood has been used up by Yi Tian, but the heart is still very early from the third transformation. But right now, he can only slowly find a way to earn some white elephant gold, and then buy dragon gold blood. As for the golden muscle fluid, he gave up temporarily. In fact, the Vajra clan at this time had already noticed his existence. King Kong snake family. The three elders of the Vajra snake who had 5 blood changes were discussing the matter of the golden muscle fluid. The three of them are Wu Mao, Fei Yi, and Jun. Not long ago, there was news from White Elephant City that a cultivator was selling a large amount of golden muscle liquid, and I was afraid to suspect that it was from our Vajra snake family. Could it be the golden muscle fluid found elsewhere? After all, the golden muscle fluid is not the only one we have here. It may be the golden muscle fluid from other places, but in these areas near the White Elephant City, only our Vajra clan has nurtured a large amount of golden muscle fluid. Although the golden muscle fluid is only a foundational substance for us, it is still relatively low for other races. Important. I guess that a certain blood change clan or several blood change clansmen secretly sold the golden muscle fluid at a low price, just to gather some more resources. This kind of thing has happened before, and it has never been stopped many times. But this time, the amount of golden muscle liquid sold is a bit large, which has a great impact. Notice, if any clansmen continue to steal and sell golden muscle fluid like this, they will be caught and punished. Immediately, the three elders passed on the news, and almost all the people of the blood transformation realm received notifications one after another. Sure enough, the Vajra snake family found out, and it really can't be done anymore. Yi Tian secretly said, if he did it again, he would really have to give up the replica body of the diamond snake. And this time, Wu Mao and other three elders began to discuss the matter about the Taiku Golden Turtle clan again. Elder Wu Mao said, the war of the ancient Golden Turtle clan should be over soon. It's almost over, Fei Yi said. According to the information from the previous investigation, the primordial golden turtle clan was defeated, but they moved the ordinary people in advance, and also moved a piece of debris, and now they don't know where the territory is hidden. In order to hold back the enemy, the blood-changing realm powerhouses in the original clan of the primordial golden turtles suffered heavy casualties. Coupled with the subsequent arrival of the enemy, a lot of blood-changing realm died, and even a 7-time blood-changing realm old man died. Ancestor. The primordial golden tortoise clan is much stronger than our Vajra snake clan, and it ended up like this. Wu Mao said with emotion. No way, who made them offend the primordial demon clan? That's the top clan that even the Bai Yingying clan would not dare to provoke. If the primordial demon ape clan was not too far away, otherwise the ordinary people of the primordial golden turtle clan would not dare to offend them. There's no way to escape. Fei Yi said. When the powerhouses of the primordial demon ape clan leave, we can send some people into the clan of the primordial golden turtle clan, and there may be a lot of good things left there. The primordial golden turtle clan will definitely not dare to emerge again. If we find it, it's good things, that's ours. Junhee suggested. Naturally, this is the case, but you have to limit your strength. Ordinary clansmen should not go, otherwise they will be cannon fodder. Wu Mao said. Flying Wing nodded. Soon after, the blood changes of the King Kong snake clan knew about the things of the Taiku golden turtles, and they all wanted to go to the Taiku golden turtles to find opportunities. Yi Tian's Vajra body was only a blood transformation realm cultivation base, so he was not informed, but he also learned about the situation from other blood transformation realm Vajra snakes. The primordial golden turtle family was originally an escape in 310 years, no wonder they killed the blood-changing creatures they encountered along the way. Yi Tian secretly said. Moreover, such a powerful primordial golden turtle clan is so vulnerable in front of the primordial demon ape clan. How terrifying the primordial demon ape clan is. You must know that the primordial golden turtle family has 7 blood change creatures, and the primordial demon ape family must have 8 blood change creatures or even 9 blood change creatures. After all, the primordial demon ape dispatched a few strong men to sweep the primordial golden turtle clan. The strength gap between the two must be extremely huge, which made the Taiku golden turtle clan move a group of clansmen ahead of schedule. There must be a lot of good things in the primordial golden turtle clan. I can go and see, maybe I can get good things. Yi Tian decided. Afterwards, he inquired about the location of the primordial golden turtle clan, and the real body copied the body and was ready to rush over. After all, by the time he rushes over, the powerhouses of the primordial demon ape clan must have already left. Moreover, not only is he rushing over now, but many diamond snakes are also leaving. White Elephant City. Many races of blood change creatures also got the news, and they left from the White Elephant City to go to the ancient golden turtle clan. It is conceivable that it will not be long before another round of battles will break out in the primordial golden turtle clan. Chapter 2451 The 5 Bloody Battles. The territory where the Taiku golden turtles are located is called the Taiku Turtle Sea. The Taiku Turtle Sea belongs to a very precious treasure in the territorial sea. It was also captured by the Taiku Golden Turtle clan at a price from another race. After that, it was renamed Taiku Turtle Sea. Originally, Taiku Turtle Sea had a complete Taiku treasure. The fragments occupied by the King Kong Snake clan are just fragments of the ancient treasure, but it is a larger fragment. Races like the King Kong Snake clan are not qualified to occupy a complete ancient treasure land. If they dare to occupy it and do not have the strength to hold it, they will be robbed by other powerful races the next day. Therefore, the Vajra snake family only dared to occupy larger fragments. However, today's Taiku Turtle Sea, the Taiku treasure, has been shattered because of the battle. In fact, the Taiku treasure was cracked a long time ago. After the last time, the Taiku Golden Turtle clan pried away the most precious area, so the Taiku Turtle Sea, the Taiku treasure, has long been a fragment. Today, this place has turned into a dense number of fragments, no longer the glory of the past. Arrive. Yi Tian came to the Taiku Turtle Sea and saw pieces of debris, as well as many blood-changing creatures. But, because the war happened here, and even the battles involving the 7 blood transitions, the void here is full of traces of strength left by the 7 blood transitions. If you are not careful, the power traces of the 7 blood changes will be triggered, and it will be easy to be severely injured or even killed. Therefore, the blood-changing creatures who came here did not dare to rush in, and they were all carefully looking for good things here. Swish! Yi Tian flew directly over and landed on a piece of debris. Nothing at all. Yi Tian left immediately and went to look for other fragments. The Taiku turtle sea fragment definitely doesn't have a lot of resources, but the Taiku golden turtle family is very smart to withdraw, and there must be some good things left. If you find an incomparably precious resource, that's enough. There are many fragments here that are not harvestable. Although there may be some common resources, they are useless to the blood change creatures, and collecting them is a waste of time. Soon, Yi Tian found a good resource. An ancient golden fruit tree. At this time, although this ancient golden fruit tree was dilapidated, as if it was about to die, there were still 6 ancient golden fruits growing on it. Immortal golden fruit. I remember that in White Elephant City, there are 10,000 white elephant gold pieces. And here are 6 ancient golden fruits, that is 60,000 white elephant gold. This is also a big gain for Yi Tian. Taigu golden fruit. A 4-time blood change creature also discovered here and saw the 6 ancient golden fruits. However, Yi Tian was the first to see it, and reacted very quickly, and rushed over immediately. Click. The 6 ancient golden fruits were directly forcibly picked by Yi Tian, and the 4-time blood transformation creature was a little slower. Hand over the ancient golden fruit. That 4-time blood change creature intercepted Yi Tian and threatened. Go away, Yi Tian said coldly. Boom. The battle started instantly. The 4-time blood change realm creature is indeed very powerful, and his strength is higher than Yi Tian. After all, Yi Tian is only comparable to the weaker 4-time blood change realm ancestor. However, everyone is in the 4-time blood transformation realm Tianzu realm, so the opponent can only suppress Yi Tian at most, and cannot kill him at all. Breakthrough level genius. The 4-time blood transformation realm creature hesitated for a while, but left directly. After all, Yi Tian can't be killed, and continuing to fight is just a waste of time. It's good to go. Yi Tian also didn't want to fight with such 4 blood-changing creatures. Subsequently, he continued to search for treasure resources. In the area of the primordial turtle sea fragment, battles often break out. As long as a precious treasure is discovered, the battle is inevitable. It can be said that only if you are strong can you keep the resources and treasures you find, otherwise you will definitely be robbed, and even your life will not be guaranteed. However, there are not 6 blood-changing creatures here, and the most powerful estimate is 5 blood-changing creatures. Therefore, those 6 blood transformation creatures are very clear. The resources that are useful to them, the ancient golden turtle clan must have taken away. It is impossible to leave. The resources left behind will at most help the creatures who have undergone 4 or 5 blood changes, so they will not put down their face to compete for this resource. In a larger fragment of the Taiku Turtle Sea, several 5 blood change creatures are fighting. Go away, I found this profound handle crystal essence, you can't take it away. A Vajra snake at the peak of the 5-time blood transformation realm became bigger and protected a mountain peak, and there was a profound handle crystal essence inside the mountain peak. However, it takes time to remove the quintessence. And the surrounding creatures of the 5 times blood transformation did not give it time to take away the profound handle crystal essence. Quote. The crystal essence of profound handle belongs to the primordial golden tortoise clan, not your Vajra snake clan. A white dragon sneered. I saw this fragment first, it is directly mine, so the one in the fragment the treasures are also mine, and it is you who should get out. Boom. Battle breaks out. Where is the Vajra snake, the opponents of these 5 blood transitions, and they can't beat them one-on-one. Soon, the diamond snake was injured. And more blood-changing creatures came here, but the weaker blood-changing creatures did not dare to come, and only dared to look around. At this time, Yi Tian also came. It turned out to be the crystal marrow of profound handle. This treasure is very valuable. According to the transaction price in the White Elephant City, the profound handle crystal essence was calculated according to the square, and one side of the profound handle crystal essence was worth 600,000 white elephant gold. Although I don't know how big the profound handle crystal essence is here, it is definitely extremely precious. Yi Tian is also very moved. If he snatched the profound handle crystal essence, he might be able to gather enough dragon gold blood to help him complete the 3rd blood change, thus becoming the ancestor of the 3rd blood change. It's a pity that he doesn't have this strength. Each of these 5 blood-changing creatures can easily kill him. If he dares to go up and snatch it, there is no hope at all, and he will have to die. He doesn't care if he loses a duplicate body, but the resources on his body are gone. Therefore, he can only watch the excitement here. Soon, that Vajra snake who had undergone 5 blood changes escaped. He could not sacrifice his own life for the profound handle crystal essence. And the other 5 blood change realm creatures are fighting each other, and they are also competing for the crystal marrow of profound handle. Unexpected, a white giant elephant appeared in the void. Its terrifying aura made the surrounding void solidify, and the expressions of several five-time blood-changing creatures also changed. Ji Heng of the Bai Yingxiang family, how come he is here? Chapter 2452 Swire Gold Leaf Open Black Lens Bracket Seeking Complete Order Close Black Lens Bracket. Ji Heng, this is a world-breaking genius of the Bai Yingxiang clan, a four-time blood-changing creature. The four-time blood-changing creatures of the world-breaking level are not as powerful as the six-time blood-changing creatures, but they are invincible among the five-time blood-changing creatures. Therefore, after Ji Heng appeared, these five blood-changed creatures immediately retreated. Profound Handle Crystal Essence, I want it. Ji Heng said. The blood-changing creatures who were present did not dare to say anything, and retreated one by one. Boom, the mountain peaks shattered, and the Profound Handle Crystal Essence was revealed. Three parties, it's okay. Ji Heng slowly took out the Profound Handle Crystal Essence, got away from this piece of heaven and earth, and put it away. And those five-time blood transformation realm creatures showed a look of regret, knowing that they would not fight, and how good it would be to directly divide. The three-party Profound Handle Crystal Essence is worth 1.8 million white elephant gold. Today, they get nothing. Wow, Ji Heng left immediately. I'm jealous. A group of blood-changed creatures sighed with emotion. They also fantasized about getting so many Profound Handle Crystal Essences, but unfortunately they were not strong enough. Swish, a blood-changed creature left, and they continued to search for resource treasures. Yi Tian also left and continued to look for resources. As time passed, Yi Tian gradually found several resources, but they were not that precious, not as precious as the ancient golden fruit discovered last time. Here's another shard. This fragment is very broken, and it is also very small, very inconspicuous. But Yi Tian entered this fragmented space based on the principle of not letting go. Hey, what is that? He sensed a different wave, and if he hadn't investigated it carefully, he would have really not noticed it. Boom, Yi Tian tore apart the fragmented earth and finally saw a fragment of a turtle shell in the depths of the ground. This tortoise shell fragment exudes terrifying fluctuations, and it is not a fragment of ordinary blood-changed creatures. This breath, Yi Tian deduced it for a while, and immediately understood what level of tortoise shell fragments of the primordial golden turtle this was. CJFJ, the shell fragments of the ancient beetles of the seven blood changes. Yi Tian had heard before that the Taiku Golden Tortoise clan had fallen to the seventh blood transmutation realm, and it was the battle that broke out here. The seventh blood transition realm Taiku Golden Tortoise was killed, and the tortoise shell must have been smashed. Although the primordial demon ape clan took away the body of the primordial golden turtle 7 times in the blood transformation realm, it should have missed 1 or 2 fragments, and this is one of the fragments. The tortoise shell of the ancient golden tortoise is very hard, and it is a good material for refining. If it was in the past, it would be very dangerous to trade the shell of the ancient golden turtle in White Elephant City, but now even if it is an open and honest transaction, the ancient golden turtle family would not dare to come out. Such a piece, the shell of the ancient golden tortoise in the 7 blood changes, should be able to sell a lot of white elephant gold. Yi Tian put away this ancient golden tortoise shell and felt extremely comfortable. There is also the 7 times blood change arm of the Yuhei fragment. My current strength should be able to take it away and sell it at that time. Yi Tian decided. Somewhere in the Sea of Old Turtle Shards area. Ji Heng from the Bai Yingxiang clan and several other Bai Yingxiangs from the 5 blood transitions gathered here. Ji Heng, have you found the ancient golden leaf? One of them asked the white image of the 5 blood changes. No, Ji Heng shook his head. I searched many places, but I didn't perceive the ancient golden leaf. Another 5-time blood changed white image said, will it be robbed by the primordial demon clan? No, Ji Heng shook his head. That ancient golden leaf was bred here countless years ago, and the ancient golden tortoise family did not even dare to move its position. Once it was moved, the breadth of the ancient golden leaf was exposed, enough to cover it. The vast area. At that time, the ancient golden turtle family will not be able to keep the ancient golden leaf. Therefore, they dare not move the ancient golden leaf, and can only silently comprehend the ancient art recorded on the ancient golden leaf. Unfortunately, they did not practice it. That ancient technique, otherwise the 7 blood transformation realm of the ancient golden turtle would not have perished. Yeah, the primordial golden tortoise clan thought the primordial golden leaf was not exposed, but unfortunately they didn't know that the demon snake clan that was stationed here had already discovered the primordial golden leaf, and the demon snake clan was not killed by the primordial golden turtle clan, and there was another one. The famous demon snake clan recently joined us and provided us with the news. 1. The primordial golden turtles probably thought that they could hide the primordial golden leaf without the knowledge of other blood transformation realm races, but we know it, and we must find it out. Let's look for it carefully. Then the primordial golden leaf must have been hidden by the primordial golden tortoise clan using a special method, and it is not easy to find, otherwise the primordial demon ape clan would have known it long ago. After discussing for a while, they continued to search for the ancient golden leaf. A mysterious place. The ancient beetles clan are hidden here. At this time, the powerhouses of the Taiku Golden Turtle clan were chatting here about the Taiku Turtle Sea. Many races have gathered in the Taiku Turtle Sea and are looking for resources. Although we have left some things, the value is not too great to attract too powerful blood change. No, we left behind the ancient golden leaf. Don't worry, the ancient golden leaf is hidden very deeply. Even if the 7-time blood change realm powerhouse has been looking for a long time there, they will not be able to find it. Yeah, only our ancient golden turtle clan can find the ancient golden leaf, and other races cannot find it. 1. We must practice that ancient technique, so that we can return to the ancient turtle sea, or come out now. After the ancient demon ape family knows, they will definitely send strong people to deal with us again. 1. Alternatively, if we give birth to an 8-time blood change expert, we can also not be afraid of the primordial demon clan. The Bai Yingxiang family is unwilling to help us, otherwise we would not end up in such a situation. The White Shadow clan, they are willing to weaken our strength, so that it will not threaten its status. So, we have to rely on ourselves. In the future, we must destroy the Taiku Demon Ape clan. Years go by. As the resources of the Taiku Turtle Sea were gradually excavated, many blood change creatures left here. There are no resources here, go to White Elephant City to trade the resources. Yi Tian went directly to White Elephant City. Although he encountered a little trouble, he still arrived at White Elephant City safely with his own strength. Chapter 2453 The Arm of the Blood Demon Monkey. White Elephant City. Yi Tian came to the store of the White Dragon clan. He had traded here several times before, so he was still a little familiar with it, so he naturally came here to trade. Seeing Yi Tian coming again, the White Dragon asked curiously, "Endless Heavenly Ancestor, are you here to sell the golden muscle fluid again?" "No, I don't have any golden muscle fluid on me, I'll trade some other treasures this time." Yi Tian took out 6 ancient golden fruits. When Bai Long saw Taiku golden fruit, he was a little surprised. "Taiku golden fruit, you have found all these good things." "Found in Taiku Turtle Sea." Yi Tian said something casually. It was there. This white dragon also knows that many blood-changing creatures have entered the Endless Turtle Sea recently, and many blood-changing creatures have passed by from their white dragon family. However, even if you want to find good things there, you have to have a certain amount of luck and strength, otherwise, if you are unlucky, you may not find anything. The price of an ancient golden fruit is 10,000 white elephant gold, but our store can only buy 9,800 white elephant gold. Bai Long said. In this regard, Yi Tian naturally felt that it was normal. After all, the Bailong family naturally had to earn a little bit of money to open a shop. Afterwards, he took out a few more treasures and traded them all to the shop. The total value of these treasures is more than 100,000 white elephant gold. And soon, Bai Long settled for Yi Tian. "Do you accept this treasure?" Yi Tian took out the tortoise shell fragments of the 7 blood change realm Taiku golden turtles. As soon as Bai Long saw this tortoise shell fragment, he was immediately shocked. This should be the tortoise shell fragment of the 7-time blood-changed primordial golden turtle from the primordial golden turtle clan. You actually found such a good thing. Except, Yi Tian asked. Of course, Bai Long said immediately. However, I have to discuss this specific price with the senior management of our White Dragon clan, and I cannot give a specific price now. Okay, I'll wait. Yi Tian is not in a hurry. Soon, the White Dragon contacted the top of the White Dragon clan. After all, this transaction was not ordinary. It didn't take long for a White Dragon who had achieved 5 blood changes to come to the store. He took a closer look at this ancient golden turtle shell fragment. Yes, it is an active turtle shell fragment. It should be a fragment that fell when the ancient golden tortoise was killed 7 times in the blood transition. Such a fragment, it has real great value. To be honest, if the Taiku Golden Tortoise clan is still strong, we would not dare to buy it, but there is no problem now. According to its value, our White Dragon clan is willing to pay 300,000 white elephant gold. 300,000 white elephant gold. Yi Tian thought about it carefully. This price is acceptable, it is definitely not low. So, he agreed. Okay, I agree. I wonder if it can be replaced with Longjin blood. We don't have that much dragon gold blood. Long Shu said. The amount of dragon gold blood we can sell is limited, and you have bought a lot recently, so it is impossible to take out so much dragon gold blood in a short time. How much dragon gold blood do you have? Yi Tian asked. 100,000 drops of dragon gold blood is our limit. Long Shu confessed. Then, Yi Tian asked for 100,000 drops of dragon gold blood. It took time for the White Dragon family to mobilize 100,000 drops of dragon gold blood, and it took a long time for the 100,000 drops of dragon gold blood to be delivered to Yi Tian. After that, Yi Tian went to several other dragon races to buy dragon gold blood, and finally collected 300,000 drops of dragon gold blood. However, even these 300,000 drops of dragon gold blood would not necessarily be able to help him complete the third transformation of his heart. Try it first. Yi Tian began to retreat, refining these dragon gold blood. As every drop of Longjin blood was consumed, Yi Tian's heart strengthened little by little. Time flies, and after a long time, 300,000 drops of dragon gold blood are exhausted. And at this time, Yi Tian's heart has not completed the transformation. Sure enough, 300,000 drops of dragon gold blood are not enough. Yi Tian muttered. He estimates that he still needs a lot of Longjin blood, but he can't afford Longjin blood now. The arm of the 7 blood changes must be taken away from the Yuhei fragment. Those in the Wanlong Territorial Sea have too little knowledge of the blood changes, and they have never been to White Elephant City, nor do they know the creatures of the 7 blood changes. The arm will be very valuable. Otherwise, they will inform the blood change realm who walked out of the Wanlong Territorial Sea in the past. Maybe there will be 4 or 5 times the blood change realm. Tianzu will come back to take that arm. Yi Tian was not prepared to waste time and went there immediately. Katakana middle dot for flowers. Yuhei shards. A copy of Yi Tian's body came here directly from Wanlong's territorial waters, thus saving time on the road. Soon, he came to the position where the arm was sealed. Boom! The layers of seals were easily broken open by Yi Tian's hand. In a blink of an eye, all the seals were gone. At that time, the breath of that arm was released, and the whole piece was engulfed. When he hadn't broken through the blood transformation realm, he didn't have the strength to get close to this arm, but now he can ignore this aura and put this arm away directly. Then, he rushed to White Elephant City. At his speed, it would take a lot of time to travel from here to White Elephant City. 0. Along the way, he also used other duplicate bodies to open the way, lest there be an accident, causing this duplicate body to fall. The loss would be too great. Fortunately, it was very safe along the way, only encountered a little trouble. This day, Yi Tian's replica body arrived at White Elephant City and found the shop of the White Dragon clan again. And the one who sits in this shop is the White Dragon. Big business. Yi Tian opened his mouth and said. Endless heavenly ancestor, have you found something good again? The White Dragon was surprised. Let the ancestor of the 5 blood change realm come over last time, this time the business is even bigger than the last time. When Yi Tian said this, the White Dragon immediately notified the White Dragon who had undergone 5 blood changes to come over. Not long after, the White Dragon who had undergone 5 blood transformations came. When Long Shu saw Yi Tian, he smiled. Endless heavenly ancestor, what are you going to sell to our White Dragon clan this time? Turn on the formation, lest the breath leak. Yi Tian said. Long Shu nodded and activated the formation, just to prevent the breath from leaking. Boom! The arm of a 7 blood-shifted creature appeared. This time, the expressions of Long Shu and the other White Dragon changed, the arms of the 7 blood-changed creatures. 1. Long Shu carefully identified and sensed it, and finally determined who the arm of the 7 times blood-changing creature belonged to. This is the arm of the Blood Demon Monkey in the 7 blood changes. Corpse. Chapter 2454 Breakthrough, 3 blood changes. Blood Demon Monkey. It was the first time Yi Tian had heard of this. Although his copying talent could detect the innate talent and some conditions of living creatures, his arm was too incomplete, so he naturally couldn't detect any information, and he didn't know about the Blood Demon Monkey. At this time, Long Shu said, the Blood Demon Monkey was originally a big clan in this area, and a war a long time ago caused the Blood Demon Monkey family to collapse and escape, and the Blood Demon Monkey who has undergone 7 blood changes is said to have fallen. He said that he had escaped, but the real situation is unknown. The arm you found is the arm of the Blood Demon Monkey in the 7th Blood Transfiguration realm, and it is of great value. How much White Elephant gold is the White Dragon clan willing to give? Yi Tian asked. 1 million White Elephant gold. Long Shu thought for a while. This is indeed much higher than the value of the shell fragments of the ancient golden tortoise in the 7 blood changes, but buying this arm, the White Dragon clan is also taking risks with 310. After all, the Gorefiend monkey who had undergone 7 blood changes may not have died, but it is more likely that he has fallen. Furthermore, this arm is not as strong as the turtle shell, and the turtle shell can also be used to refine weapons, but this arm is not, and it can be used for research at most. Therefore, the price cannot be calculated according to the proportion. 1 million white elephant gold, I agree. Yi Tian said. Although trading to other races, there may be higher bids, but it is not necessary. The price of the White Dragon clan is fairly fair, and it is only an arm. Even if it is a complete corpse, it may not necessarily sell for an outrageous price. Soon, the transaction was completed, and Long Cheng directly gave Yi Tian 1 million white elephant gold. Subsequently, Yi Tian went to other Dragon clan stores to buy dragon gold blood, and visited all the stores, and finally only bought 500,000 drops of dragon gold blood. 500,000 drops of dragon gold blood should be enough for me to break through. Yi Tian estimated. Subsequently, he continued to retreat and practice, refining the 500,000 drops of dragon gold blood. However, as he continued refining, the effect of Longjin blood became more and more general. It is conceivable that even if he becomes the heavenly ancestor of the 3-time blood transformation realm, the effect of Longjin's blood will no longer be at all. Years go by. The blood of 500,000 drops of dragon gold is getting less and less, and Yi Tian's heart is getting stronger and stronger, and finally when he consumed more than 400,000 drops of dragon gold blood, his heart began to transform for the 3rd time. Boom! The heart is transformed and madly absorbs the energy of the outside world. After a long time, the transformation of the heart was completed, and the 3rd blood transformation began. Every moment, Yi Tian's strength is skyrocketing. Finally, the 3rd blood change was completely completed. Breakthrough, and now I'm the 3-time blood change realm celestial ancestor. Yi Tian said excitedly. With his current strength, he has already surpassed the 4 blood change realm celestial ancestors, but he should not have reached the 5-time blood change realm celestial ancestors combat power, which is between the 4 blood change realm celestial ancestors and the 5 blood transformation realm celestial ancestors. Between. This kind of strength is already very powerful. After all, the ancestors of the 5 blood changes are almost all high-level and elders of the major races. With his current strength, there is even hope of escaping from the hands of the 5 blood transformation realm heavenly ancestor, and it is not easy to kill him. As time passed, the resources in this area of the primordial turtle sea had been exhausted, and many of the creatures of the blood transformation had left one by one, and they were not ready to continue their search here. And as the other blood-changing creatures left, Jiheng of the Bai Yingxiang clan were all embarrassed. They don't know whether to continue to search. If they continue to search, they will definitely be suspected. After all, a world-breaking genius like Jiheng has been staying in such a place for a long time. Everyone knows there is a problem. Afterwards, the Bai Yingxiang clan ordered Jiheng and the others to withdraw, so as not to arouse suspicion from other races. However, the Bai Yingxiang clan quickly performed a very silly operation. They did withdraw Jiheng and others, but they were still unwilling to give up the ancient golden leaf, so they sent some slightly weaker blood-changing creatures to continue their search in this area. These blood-changing creatures are all attached to the White Shadow clan, and they do not know what is the ancient golden leaf. The blood-changing creatures that can be found are not white images, and the confidentiality work is naturally not well done. One of the blood-changing creatures accidentally leaked. Damn, you shouldn't ask these vassal races to do business. Jiheng is very annoyed. This matter is failing more and more, and now the news is out. Even if the outside world does not know that it is the ancient golden leaf, the treasure that can make the Bai Yingxiang clan's heart move is definitely not an ordinary treasure. For a while, many blood-changing creatures ran past. White Elephant City. Many blood-change creatures are discussing this matter. You said, what is the treasure that makes the Bai Yingxiang family move? It's not very clear, but it must be very precious. I was curious before. What did Jiheng of the Bai Yingxiang family go there to do? It seems to be looking for mysterious treasures. Will it be robbed by the primordial demon ape clan long ago? I don't think so. If it was taken away by the primordial demon ape, the White Shadow clan would not be looking for it, and it would definitely be still in the primordial turtle sea. With the continuous discussion of these blood change realm creatures, Yi Tian also learned the news. The Taiku turtle sea also has treasures that make the Bai Yingxiang clan's heart move. Yi Tian was extremely surprised. Moreover, Bai Yingxiang has not been found yet. A treasure must be hidden. He was also moved at the moment, so he went to look for it. Taiku Turtle Sea. At this time, there are more blood-changing creatures here, and one by one is frantically attacking the fragments here. Boom! A blood-changing creature made a move, and the dense fragments really turned into dust. As time 5.9 passed, the fragments here became less and less, and they were completely shattered. It has to be said that some treasures are indeed hidden deep and fall deep into the debris, but the value is average, and it is impossible for the Bai Yingxiang clan to find treasures. In this way, another long time passed, all the fragments were smashed to pieces, but the mysterious treasure was still not found. After, a news came out that there was no so-called mysterious treasure at the fundamental level, and the news was false. There is another piece of news, that is, the treasure has long been transferred away by the primordial demon ape clan or the primordial golden turtle clan, and it is impossible to stay here. Many blood changes believed, so they left one by one. As the long years passed, there were fewer and fewer blood-changing creatures that continued to search, and all of them were finally given up. Chapter 2455 Taiku God and Demon Fist Open Black Lens Bracket Seeking Full Order Close Black Lens Bracket. Taiku Turtle Sea. Yi Tian stood here, looking at the empty area around. The Bai Yingxiang clan even dispatched Ji Heng, fearing to attract the attention of other races, so they dispatched the vassal races to find the treasure. It must be sure that the treasure is still there. But now, many fragments of the entire primordial turtle sea have been destroyed and shattered, but they still haven't been found. The Bai Yingxiang family must not have been found, so where did the treasure go? Other blood transformation creatures do not believe in the existence of treasures, but Yi Tian believes in the existence of treasures. However, neither the White Shadow Elephant clan nor other blood transformation creatures could find a hiding place for the treasure. If the treasure really exists, I am afraid that it will take a special way to find it. Special way. Yi Tian pondered for a long time. Immediately, he kept deducing one method after another, selecting the most probable ones from the countless possibilities. Through continuous investigation, find a way that is closest to the truth. Soon, he found it. The ancient golden turtle, Yi Tian suddenly realized. Whether it is the White Shadow clan, or other blood-changing creatures, they are not 29 Taiku golden turtles. If that treasure can only be sensed by the ancient golden turtle, then only the ancient golden turtle can be found, and other blood-changing creatures cannot find it. I have seen the Taiku golden turtle family before, and with my current cultivation, I can replicate a Taiku golden turtle with 3 blood changes. However, he has not copied the body of the ancient beetle. After all, there may be other blood-changing creatures hidden around, such as the 6 blood-changing creatures and 7 blood-changing creatures of the Bai Yingxiang family. In case a blood-changing creature of this level spied in the dark, he would dare to copy Taiku, the golden turtle family will definitely be caught immediately. Therefore, he needs to wait a while longer. So, he left here. Time flies, and after a long time, the news about the Taiku Turtle Sea has gradually become less, and there are very few blood-changing creatures talking about this matter. Gradually, the Taiku Turtle Sea became the past, and the Taiku Golden Turtle family also became the past. That possible treasure was even considered false, and no bloody creatures were mentioned again. Seeing that the time is almost up, Yi Tian is going to the Taiku Turtle Sea again. Taiku Turtle Sea. Yi Tian came here and wandered around. He didn't even sense the existence of other blood-changing creatures with his copying talent, so he no longer hesitated and started to copy the blood-changing realm primordial golden turtle 3 times. Soon, a 3-time blood transformation realm Taiku golden tortoise was copied by him. The real copy body leaves first, so as not to be exposed. Yi Tian left quickly, leaving only the immemorial beetle's duplicate body here. Afterwards, the cloned body of this ancient beetle carefully probed into the sea of ancient turtles. He has time, so he slowly perceives every location here. Time passed slowly like this, and a long time passed. Finally, on this day, the cloned body of this ancient golden tortoise sensed an extremely weak wave. Could it be right here? Yi Tian was pleasantly surprised. His real body copy body came here, but he didn't sense this wave, only the ancient golden turtle copy body sensed it. Obviously, only the ancient beetle's clan can find here. Subsequently, the cloned body of this ancient golden tortoise extended its own power little by little into this wave of fluctuations, and finally he sensed a special void. This ancient golden tortoise copied the body and entered there. The real body copy body can't sense it there, and it can't enter. Yi Tian finally understood why the Bai Yingxiang clan could not find it. Such a secret method, if the Bai Yingxiang clan could find it, it would be more expensive. I don't know how the ancient Golden Turtle clan created this kind of concealment method, it is simply amazing. Time to go. Yi Tian's true copy body quickly left and disappeared. Hidden in the void, Yi Tian, the cloned body of the ancient beetle, came here, and soon saw a special golden leaf hidden here. This golden leaf seemed to be embedded in the void. He tried to pull it, but it didn't move. This thing is the hidden treasure of the primordial Golden Turtle clan, even the White Shadow clan wants it. What is it? His boundless will penetrated into it, silently comprehending the mystery above. An ancient art. At this moment, he finally knew what this leaf was, and it recorded an ancient technique. Ancient God and Demon Fist. This is the name of this ancient art, and the recorded ancient art is extremely mysterious. If you watch it for a while, if you don't read it again, you will not be able to remember the above content in your mind. But after a simple look, he knew. This ancient golden tortoise's body copying ability is too core, it has to copy the real body and copy the body to comprehend. So, he began to replicate his real body here. In this way, the real body copying the body is also equivalent to coming in. Soon, the real body was copied and the body was copied. Next, Yi Tian comprehends this ancient technique here. After a long time, Yi Tian has only almost understood this ancient technique, and if he leaves this leaf for too long, the memory of the ancient magic fist will gradually disappear. 310. Therefore, he must comprehend the ancient technique of the ancient magic fist here at all times. In addition, if you want to practice immemorial gods and demons, you must prepare a resource, immemorial golden blood. If you don't have immemorial golden blood, it is almost a dream to practice immemorial gods and demons. And even if there is the ancient golden blood, the cultivation of the ancient god and devil fist is very demanding on the physical body. If you are not careful, the flesh and blood of the blood change will be broken, and it will cost a lot to recover. The requirements are so high, the blood-changing creatures who have practiced the ancient art are probably extremely rare, and the ancient Golden Turtle family may not necessarily have practiced this ancient art. Yi Tian secretly said, but to him, the physical damage caused by cultivating the ancient technique is nothing, he can completely reproduce the body, so this is not a problem. His biggest problem now is that he doesn't have the ancient golden blood. I can't directly collect the ancient golden blood in the White Elephant City. If I want the ancient golden blood, if the White Yingxiang clan knew about it, they might guess that I acquired this ancient technique and forced me to hand it over, then it would be troublesome. Yi Tian is going to copy the bodies of other blood-changing creatures first, and then enter the White Elephant City to inquire about the news of the ancient golden blood. Even if he is discovered, he can just give up the copy body, and it is other people, not him. Chapter 2456 Primordial Ruins Open black lens bracket seeking full order close black lens bracket. This day, Yi Tian copied the body of a blood-changing creature, which was a blood-changing creature he killed in the past, so even if it is exposed, there is no problem and the other party can't find anything. After this cloned body entered the White Elephant City, he inquired about the ancient golden blood in the White Elephant City. Many blood changes do not know what the ancient golden blood is, but some races do. Finally, he was in a shop, and a blood-changing creature informed the ancient golden blood of the situation. Our shop doesn't have the ancient golden blood, you go to other stores, the same is true, there is no shop that sells the ancient golden blood. The blood-changing creature revealed. Why? Yi Tian asked curiously. First, the ancient golden blood is very rare and of high value. Second, the Yingxiang clan and a few other top clans will buy the ancient golden blood, and the bids are very high, so they will not sell it. Biology explained. Yi Tian understood. Just like the ancient Golden Tortoise clan, they must have acquired the ancient golden blood. The other top clans, even if they do not have the inheritance of ancient techniques, still want to store some ancient golden blood. Therefore, there will be no immemorial golden blood for sale on the surface of the White Elephant City. Do you know where the ancient golden blood will be born? Yi Tian asked. The blood-changed creature smiled and said, I know, but you have to pay 100 white elephant gold, I will tell you. 1. Can. Yi Tian agreed. Afterwards, he handed over 100 white elephant gold to the blood-changed creature. After the blood-changing creature got the white elephant gold, he revealed, there are many places where the ancient golden blood is born in the seam of the territorial sea, but the most likely place for the birth of the ancient golden blood is the ancient ruins, which are the ancient times of the Sea of Territorial Sea. In the era, a group of powerful races fought there to form the ruins, and the ancient golden blood is actually a substance that the blood of some ancient races has evolved through countless years and finally evolved. An ancient race like the ancient beetles? Yi Tian asked. How can the primordial golden turtles be considered a primordial race? The blood-changing creature mocked. They are just the descendants of the primordial race. Anyway, I have not seen the real primordial race. Where are the ancient ruins? Yi Tian asked again. You need to give 50 white elephant gold for this question. The blood-changed creature demanded again. Okay, I'll give it. Yi Tian took out another 50 white elephant gold and handed it over to this blood transformation creature. Give you location coordinates. The other party directly threw a map with the coordinates of the ancient ruins on it. After getting the information of the ancient golden blood and the coordinates of the ancient ruins, Yi Tian left the shop and then left White Elephant City. Not long after he left White Elephant City, a white shadow stopped him. Jiaheng, the 4-time blood change genius of the Bai Yingxiang clan, actually appeared here, apparently because his search for the ancient golden blood attracted the attention of the other party. You inquired about the ancient golden blood in White Elephant City. Did you find the ancient golden leaf? Jiaheng asked. The surrounding void has been blocked by the other party, and there is even a small clock suppressing it, and the news will never be transmitted. Swire gold leaf. Yi Tian knew that the leaf hidden by the primordial golden turtle clan should be the primordial golden leaf, and a primordial golden leaf contained an ancient technique. No, Yi Tian shook his head. No, Jiaheng was angry. The biggest use of the ancient golden blood is to assist in the practice of the ancient art. You dare to say that you didn't find it? If you don't tell me, I will kill you. Even if you get the ancient golden leaf, you still practice it. It's not an ancient technique. If you contribute, our Baiingxiang clan is willing to vigorously cultivate you and cultivate your cultivation to the 5 blood changes. 1. It must be very exciting to cultivate a 3-time blood-changing creature to a 5-time blood-changing creature, and replace it with another blood-changing creature. However, Yi Tian didn't care. Moreover, he will not give up the ancient technique of the ancient magic fist. However, his duplicate body was indeed far from being Jiaheng's opponent, so he directly annihilated this duplicate body. The body is annihilated, leaving no trace. Jiaheng was stunned, and without saying a word, he directly committed suicide and annihilated his body. What kind of operation is this? He can't understand it. Since he committed suicide, why not hand over the ancient golden leaf? Of course, there is another possibility. Jiaheng thought. If this 3-time blood-changing creature is just a chess piece, it replaces the blood-changing creature behind the scenes to find the ancient golden blood, and is completely controlled by the opponent. Thus, direct suicide becomes a possibility. Afterwards, he returned to the White Shadow clan and reported the information. Soon, he came to the headquarters of the White Shadow clan, and met a great elder of the White Shadow clan, Qihei. The great elder Qihei is the 7th blood transformation realm of the Bai Yingxiang clan. His strength is extremely powerful, and his status is also very high. Senior J, I found a man who was trying to buy a golden-blooded blood-change creature in White Elephant City, and 5 committed suicide without asking anything. I suspect that this 3-time blood-change creature is just a chess piece. Behind the scenes the blood-change situation did not appear. Kai He frowned. So, the ancient golden leaf has been discovered, or is this matter related to the ancient golden turtle clan? It shouldn't be the primordial golden turtle clan. The primordial golden turtle clan has been collecting primordial golden blood for endless years. They also know that it is impossible to buy primordial golden blood in White Elephant City. Jiaheng said. Continue to investigate, and continue to stare at the good ancient turtle sea. I firmly believe that the ancient golden leaf is still there. Even if a blood-changing creature is found, he will not try to escape from the ancient turtle sea. Qihei ordered Road. I will send the clan to watch. Jiaheng responded. Young on the other side. Yi Tian's real copy body rushed to the ruins of the ancient times. He was going to find the ancient golden blood here. If he found the ancient golden blood, he could try to practice the ancient magic fist. The ancient ruins are a little far away from Yi Tian's location, and they are almost out of the influence of the White Shadow clan. But the farther away, the better. In this case, he won't attract the attention of the Bai Yingxiang clan. After a long journey, he was finally about to reach the ancient ruins. And near the ancient ruins, there are more and more blood-changing creatures here. 4 blood-changing creatures and 5 blood-changing creatures seem to have become more common, and it is easy to encounter. Chapter 2457 Primordial Demon Thoughts Open black lens bracket seeking full order close black lens bracket. Coming here, Yi Tian has also been probed by many blood-changing creatures. However, no blood transformation creatures attack themselves. After all, he is also a 3-time blood change, and he can travel freely in the shock current. Unlike before, His strength was so weak that he couldn't even get rid of the shock current. As soon as those blood-changing creatures saw him, they knew that they were a youngster who had just left the territorial waters. Who would they kill if they didn't kill him? Of course, if he left after finding something good in the ancient ruins, he would probably have a lot of blood-changing creatures staring at him. In front of the ancient ruins, Yi Tian stood here and looked over. At this time, the ancient ruins are filled with countless chaotic powers, and these forces have turned the entire ancient ruins into a special field, madly swallowing the energy of the outside world. However, he couldn't penetrate into the ancient ruins, and it was useless from the outside world. Go in. Yi Tian escaped into the ancient ruins. The ruins of the ancient times are very desolate, and all things are dead. It is also divided into countless fragments, as if endless. Yi Tian was walking among the fragments, and before he had advanced far, a blood-changing creature with only half of his body left attacked him. Boom! Yi Tian directly knocked it out with a punch, but continued to move against 310 Fang's body. At this time, he noticed that the blood-changing creature had already died, and its body could move, not because of the blood-changing creature, so a special power controlled him. What's the situation? Before he came, he didn't know the information about the ancient ruins at all. He only knew that there was ancient gold blood here, and then he came. Now it seems that there are some problems with the ancient ruins. It took him a while to finally completely annihilate this dilapidated blood-changed creature, but that special power disappeared. Next, he encountered many kinds of shattered blood-changing creatures. The combat power was much weaker than that of ordinary blood-changing creatures, but it was difficult to kill them completely. Boom! Above the fragments of the distant land, two creatures are fighting. One is estimated to be a giant snake with 5 blood changes, and the other is a magic ape with 5 blood changes. However, there was something wrong with that devil ape. There were a lot of holes all over his body, and he was also a blood-changing creature controlled by that power. Yi Tian's current strength is not enough to deal with the 5 blood changes, so he just watched the battle for a while and then left. At the same time, his other duplicate bodies were inquiring about the information of the ancient ruins. Regarding the ancient ruins, even in White Elephant City, information can be detected. It didn't take long for Yi Tian to understand the situation of the ancient ruins. It turns out that many creatures with 9 blood changes and 8 blood changes died in the ancient ruins. These blood changes creatures are too powerful. After falling, countless wills are immortal, and they change in the special environment of the ancient ruins. It has become countless immemorial demons. Yi Tian was enlightened. The ancient demons who control the broken blood-changing creatures are the ancient demons. The ancient demons who have 8 blood changes and 9 blood changes can hardly be wiped out, so even if these broken blood-changing creatures are killed, it will not solve the problem. What's even more terrifying is that the immemorial demons control the death and remnants of 9 blood-changing creatures. That's terrifying. Of course, this kind of situation is almost invisible, because during the battle of the ancient ruins, the bodies of the 9 blood-change creatures that died were already taken away by people. However, in the ruins of the ancient times, there are 6 blood-change realm remnants, and there may be 7 blood-change realm remnants. In addition, many blood-changing creatures are looking for treasures here, and there are many blood-changing creatures who have fallen here, and the bodies of these blood-changing creatures will also be occupied by the ancient demons. These blood-changing realms occupied by the ancient demons are also called blood-changing realm demon bodies. Nowadays, there are not many creatures who dare to enter the ancient ruins. Most of them are squatting outside the ancient ruins, and they are always attacking the blood-changing creatures that come out. If you encounter a severely wounded blood-change creature, CJFJ, it will be better, and you will immediately rush forward. Along the way, Yi Tian tried his best to avoid the powerful blood transformation realm demons and tried his best not to fight with them. This day, Yi Tian found a good thing, although it is not the ancient golden blood, but it is also very valuable. Moyan Jinshi, such a big piece, should be able to sell 30,000 white elephant gold. Yi Tian secretly said, although there are no resources in the ancient ruins, the resources found are very precious, and this piece of ink cloud gold stone is enough to come here in vain. Putting away this ink cloud gold stone, he continued to search for the ancient golden blood. Years passed, Yi Tian encountered danger many times in the ancient ruins, and even suffered heavy injuries several times, but all survived. Later, he directly changed the copy body, and copied one more copy body to explore the way. Finally on this day, he found a drop of ancient golden blood. The ancient golden blood is a golden substance, but it has a hollow feeling inside, as if it contains a void world, and its aura is supreme, far from being comparable to ordinary blood. One drop of the ancient golden blood is not enough. According to the practice of the ancient gods and demons, at least 100 drops of the ancient golden blood can be tried to practice the ancient gods and devils. 1. Yi Tian felt that he would have to try many times if he wanted to become an immemorial god and demon fist, not to mention 100 drops of immemorial golden blood. Even 1,000 drops of immemorial golden blood would not be enough. I am afraid it would require tens of thousands of drops of immemorial golden blood. He didn't know whether the entire primordial ruins had so much primordial golden blood. It has to be said that it is simply too difficult to practice an ancient technique. The position I'm in now should be on the periphery of the ancient ruins, and there should be more ancient golden blood in the inner circle. If you want to find a lot of ancient golden blood, you must go to the inner perimeter of the ancient ruins. Then, Yi Tian sent his cloned body to the inner perimeter of the ancient ruins, and if he found the ancient golden blood, he would send it out directly. Swish! Yi Tian quickly escaped into the immemorial ruins, and then carefully searched for the immemorial golden blood. At the beginning, the ancient golden blood was not found, but several other resources were found, and they were also very valuable. This day, Yi Tian's copy body is relatively unlucky, and he encountered a 6-blood transmutation realm demon body. This is a black dragon, with only a small half of its body left, and even so, it can exert the almost invincible combat power of 5 blood changes. Boom! The black dragon's claws came over, and the terrifying power directly smashed Yi Tian's body into countless pieces. Even if it healed, it was instantly annihilated. This replica body has fallen. Since it was a cloned body, Yi Tian directly removed the cloned body after he fell, resulting in nothing left, and the ancient demons couldn't occupy his body. Chapter 2458 The Purpose of the Primordial Demon Ape Clan. The ancient ruins are really dangerous, and it is reluctant to break through with my strength. 1 inch. Yi Tian didn't give up, he just lost a replica body, it didn't matter to him. He continued to duplicate a duplicate body and entered the interior of the ancient ruins again. This time, he was lucky and found a small pile of taiku, golden blood. These ancient golden blood were hidden in a small fragment, and he was found by him. A total of 73 drops of ancient golden blood. Seeing so many immemorial golden blood, Yi Tian was very excited. After collecting these immemorial golden blood, he immediately withdrew from the inner perimeter of the immemorial ruins and returned to the outer perimeter. Afterwards, he handed these ancient golden blood into the hands of the replica body on the periphery, and then entered the ancient ruins again. In the following years, he continued to roam the interior of the ancient ruins. As long as he found the ancient golden blood, he would send it out. Although many times he could not find the ancient golden blood, but after his repeated attempts, over the long years, he also accumulated a lot of ancient golden blood. Of course, his cloned body has also fallen many times, and if it is replaced by other blood-changing creatures, it has long been unknown how many times it has fallen. This day, Yi Tian came to a relatively deep position in the ancient ruins, where he encountered several ancient demons. After seeing Yi Tian, these primordial demon apes immediately killed him. 4 ancient demon monkeys who have undergone 4 blood changes. Seeing this, Yi Tian made a direct shot and instantly inflicted heavy damage on the 4 primordial demon apes, but did not kill them. After all, there are 4 primordial demon apes who have undergone 4 blood changes here, and there must be more primordial demon apes nearby. If he kills them, he will not even think about collecting primordial golden blood here. Immediately, he was ready to leave. However, boom! An immemorial demon ape with 6 blood transitions appeared, and he immediately shot and killed Yi Tian directly. The ancient demon ape is too overbearing. Yi Tian frowned. However, he instinctively felt that the primordial demon ape seemed to be doing something in the depths of the primordial ruins, and those primordial demon apes were just guards. Outside the ancient ruins, Yi Tian copied an ordinary 3-time blood-changing creature, and slowly became friends with some blood-changing creatures who stayed here. I heard that there are a lot of ancient demon apes in the ancient ruins, and it seems that other blood-changing creatures are not allowed to approach. What is the situation? Yi Tian asked casually. You don't even know this. It is said that the primordial demon ape dispatched a lot of clansmen to occupy an area deep in the ancient ruins and turn it into a territory. Any approaching blood-changing demon body or our blood-changing creatures, I don't even dare to get close. If I get close, I will kill it directly. A blood-changing creature said. Why? Yi Tian was curious. Who knows why, we can't get in. Another blood-changing creature said. Anyway, don't get close. Next, Yi Tian copied the bodies of other blood-changing creatures and tried to approach the area occupied by the primordial demon ape, but all of them were killed. This made Yi Tian even more curious about what the primordial demon ape did. Perhaps only by copying the body of the primordial demon ape, we won't be killed. Yi Tian thought so. So, he sent a cloned body to the territory where the base camp of the primordial demon ape was located to find a primordial demon ape who had undergone 3 blood changes. The base camp of the primordial demon ape is not too far from here. Yi Tian traveled for a long time before finally arriving at the territory of the primordial demon prison. The primordial demon ape is a top clan whose strength is no less than that of the White Shadow clan, occupying an ancient treasure, the primordial demon prison. Yi Tian couldn't enter the primordial demon prison, so he could only dangle in this territory outside the primordial demon ape. After searching for a long time, I finally came across a 3-time blood transmutation realm primordial demon ape on this day. You are the one, Yi Tian decided. With one move, it was instantly killed. However, Yi Tian annihilated the opponent's body together with his own body and turned it into ashes. Ancient ruins. Yi Tian started to copy the body of the blood transformation realm primordial demon ape 3 times, and within a short time, this primordial demon ape's body was copied. Afterwards, Yi Tian entered the depths of the ancient ruins as an ancient demon ape. Soon, he came to the place where he had fallen, and once again encountered those ancient demon monkeys who had undergone 4 blood changes. Little guy, you've only been in the bloody transformation 3 times, how did you come to the primordial ruins? A 4-time blood change realm Taiku demon ape asked. For flowers, I'm here to find some treasure, Yi Tian said casually. These ancient demon monkeys did not doubt, and immediately said, forget it, come and help, and then share some treasures with you. Help, Yi Tian didn't know what to do to help. However, he still followed one of the ancient demon ape into this area, and then went deep here, and soon came to a huge fragment. In this fragment, a huge beast was blocked by chains. Ancient monitor lizard. Yi Tian has a feeling that this Taiku monitor lizard should be a real Taiku race. At this time, many openings were broken on the body of the ancient monitor lizard, and a large amount of blood flowed out, and then the blood was transported to another place by the ancient demon ape. 0. At the same time, there are still some ancient demon monkeys to feed this ancient monitor lizard some treasures. And, large arrays are also arranged here, and the blood of the ancient monitor lizards is placed in the large array, and a lot of resources are spent into the large array together, as if the blood is bred and derived. Unexpected, a powerful wave swept around. Then, a large formation shattered, and a small piece of Jinhu appeared. Ha ha ha, after a long time, this first batch of immemorial golden blood has finally been bred successfully. An immemorial demon ape with 7 blood changes burst out laughing. Seeing this scene, Yi Tian still didn't know what happened. It was clearly the primordial demon ape who cultivated the primordial golden blood here. He knows that the ancient golden blood is the blood of the ancient race that has been bred and transformed for countless years in the ancient ruins. But now, the primordial demon ape clan has mastered the method of quickly transforming the primordial golden blood. How much primordial golden blood must be contained in this small piece of golden lake? However, the primordial golden blood was still unstable at this time, so the energy erupted and the formation was shattered, so it would take some time to stabilize. The primordial demon ape grabbed a primordial monitor lizard, constantly absorbing the opponent's blood, and then fed resources to restore the primordial monitor lizard, thus giving birth to more blood. This simply treats the other side as an infinitely harvested leak. At this moment, Yi Tian had no choice but to sympathize with this ancient monitor lizard. As an ancient race, he actually ended up with such a corpse. Chapter 2459 Selling news to the White Shadow family. Open black lens bracket seeking full order close black lens bracket. With so much primordial gold blood, if you give it to me, I can definitely practice the primal art of primordial magic fist. Yi Tian secretly said, but he doesn't dare to snatch it now. Occasionally any of the ancient demon ape here can easily kill his immemorial demon ape clone body. At this moment, he was thinking about how to obtain these ancient golden blood. Once these ancient golden bloods are completely stabilized, the ancient demon ape who has undergone 7 blood transitions will definitely send it back to the headquarters of the ancient demon ape. At that time, it will be even more impossible for him to obtain it. After much deliberation, it seems that there is only one way. The White Shadow Clan. In terms of strength, the White Shadow Clan is absolutely no less than the primordial demon ape clan, and the White Shadow Clan is also collecting primordial golden blood. If they knew the information here, would they take action? No matter what the 310 is, maybe you can try it. Then, Yi Tian copied the body of a 3-time blood-changing creature, and went to White Elephant City as the other party to find the White Shadow Clan. White Elephant City, White Elephant Building. This is a shop belonging to the Bai Yingxiang clan. Yi Tian directly entered here, and called for the person in charge here, and mentioned a word, Taiku Golden Blood. Soon, a white image with 5 blood changes appeared in front of Yi Tian. He is the Tuohe of the Bai Yingxiang clan, and the owner of this White Elephant Building. Tuohe looked at Yi Tian and said, Your Excellency has news of the ancient golden blood. Yes, and it is still a lot of ancient golden blood. Yi Tian said, A lot of ancient golden blood. Tuohe is a little unconvinced. How rare is ancient golden blood? A mere 3-time blood change creature, even if it finds a drop of ancient golden blood, it is very lucky, can still find a lot of ancient golden blood. Yi Tian continued, I know that a place with a lot of ancient golden blood has formed an ancient golden blood lake. I don't have the strength to capture those ancient golden blood, so I sold the news to the White Shadow clan. Don't worry about me, I deceive you. If I deceive you, I can't get out of White Elephant City, can I? This time, Tuohe believed it a little. If the news is true, we can give you 1 million white elephant gold. 1 million white elephant gold is already a lot. 1 million white elephant gold will make most of the blood change creatures excited. But Yi Tian felt that the Bai Yingxiang clan was too stingy. How many drops of ancient golden blood could be bought with a mere 1 million white elephant gold? He also felt that he had undergone 3 blood changes, so he just sent him 1 million white elephant gold. However, his purpose is not to earn these white elephant gold, but for the ancient gold blood. The ancient golden blood is in the ancient ruins. Yi Tian said. Tuohe was stunned for a moment, and then said coldly, You are not talking nonsense. Everyone knows that the ancient ruins have ancient golden blood, but there are many blood-changing demon bodies in the ancient ruins, and the number of ancient golden blood is very small. If you get up, you may even lose a lot of blood change creatures, so it is not worth looking for. If you have this news, you can go. Yi Tian hurriedly said. The news is of course not this. The news I am talking about is that the primordial demon clan cultivated primordial golden blood in primordial ruins, and blocked an area. They captured an primordial race, used the blood of primordial race, and added the last great formations cultivated the ancient golden blood, and now they have succeeded. What? Tuohe was shocked. If this news was true, it would be a big deal. Where did you get the news? If the primordial demon ape blocked the news, it would be impossible to spread it out. Tuohe asked. The big man behind me sent a blood-changing creature to sneak in, and although it was discovered, he still passed on the news, and even passed out pictures. Immediately, Yi Tian waved his hand, and the pictures in the depths of the ancient ruins appeared. You are waiting here. If the news is true, 1 million white elephant gold will definitely be given to you. Tuohe said, and went to the headquarters of the White Shadow clan. Because this matter is too serious, it must be reported. The ancient treasure land where the headquarters of the White Shadow clan is located. After Tuohe came back, he immediately met Kai He, the great elder of the White Shadow clan. Elder, see you at Tuohe. Tuohe stood in front of a palace and said. Come in, Red River. Tuohe went in and saw the great elder Chihei. Tuohe, what made you come back in person? Kai River is curious. Tuohe has been staying in White Elephant City and has not come back for a long time, and as the pavilion owner of White Elephant Pavilion, Tuohe is usually very busy. It's not a big deal, Tuohe won't come back. Tuohe immediately reported. Elder, there is a news of a 3-time blood change creature selling a message, saying that in the ancient ruins, the ancient demon ape clan blocked an area and secretly cultivated the ancient golden blood. They seem to have succeeded and have cultivated a lot of ancient golden blood. Then, Tuohe transformed the picture Yi Tian gave him. Hey, isn't this the ancient monitor lizard Kuiwi? The great elder Kai He looked at the ancient monitor lizard in the picture in surprise, and said in shock. The ancient monitor lizard Kuiwi is a purebred ancient race that appeared a long time ago. It is said that it was sealed in the ancient times, and it was only after breaking through the seal that it had the strength of 7 blood changes. But suddenly one day, the ancient monitor lizard Kuii Tachi disappeared. Elder, do you think this is true? Tuohe asked. Equator, it has a lot of potential. The ruins of the ancient demons occupy an area. Well, we are not willing to. The demon ape clan. In addition, the stone of the ancient monitor lizard Kuiwis was lost, and some were caught by the ancient demon ape. The possibility of living. More importantly, the primordial demon ape clan has indeed been trying to cultivate the primordial golden blood. In fact, not only the primordial demon ape clan, but even we are also trying to cultivate the primordial golden blood. Unfortunately, we have not succeeded in 5.9. Quote. In addition, the primordial golden beetles have been cultivated by the ancient beetles clan, which reminds me of the ancient golden beetles. The ancient beetles were not invaded by the ancient beetles because of ancient techniques. It is said that the ancient beetles offended the ancient beetles, but there is also a saying that the primordial golden tortoise clan has made a new breakthrough in cultivating the primordial golden blood, which is why it was targeted by the primordial demon ape clan. In addition, in these years, the primordial demon ape clan has indeed wiped out quite a few races. Combined with the success of the research of many races, they really hope to develop the real method of cultivating the ancient golden blood. 1. When Tuohei heard this, he asked, "Elder, what should we do now?" "You don't need to worry about this matter, I will ask the patriarch." Kai said. Yes. The Tuo River retreated. Chapter 2460. The opportunity is here, seeking full order. Chihei soon went to see the patriarch of the Bai Yingxiang clan, the seventh blood transfiguration realm Moonhen. As a seven-time blood-changing creature, Yuehen is far more terrifying than Chihei, because Yuehen is a world-breaking genius. A world-breaking 7 times blood-changing creature, its real combat power is comparable to the top 8-time blood-changing creatures. Therefore, the strength of the moon marks is very strong, and this can become the patriarch of the White Shadow clan. Patriarch, the primordial demon ape clan seems to have cultivated the primordial golden blood in the primordial ruins. Chihei explained the situation carefully. Moonhen's face changed. The primordial demon ape clan has really researched the primordial golden blood. If it is true, the primordial demon ape clan will rise very fast, in case it relies on the massive amount of primordial golden blood, plus a large number of clansmen continue to try to cultivate the ancient technique. If it is really lucky to practice it, and the birth of an ancient genius, it is not good. Even if they can't practice it, they can quickly develop themselves by trading with the ancient golden blood. Patriarch, I suggest going to the ancient ruins immediately to snatch the ancient golden blood. It is best to snatch the ancient golden blood cultivation method. Kai suggested. 29 inches. Moonmark nodded. Go to the ancient ruins with me, and stay with some clansmen by the way. If it is true, do it directly. Yuehen ordered. Yes, Patriarch, Chihei responded. Ancient ruins. The immemorial golden blood gradually stabilized, and the immemorial demon ape who had undergone 7 blood transitions was very excited at the moment, and only after the immemorial blood was completely stabilized, he would collect this piece of immemorial golden blood. Just because of these ancient golden blood, the long-term efforts of the ancient demon ape family have not been in vain, and they can get more ancient golden blood in the future. Thinking of this, he was extremely excited. Time passed slowly, the ancient golden blood gradually stabilized, and the light began to restrain itself. Almost 7 times the bloody realm of the ancient demon ape secretly said. At this time, boom, a terrifying aura filled the air, causing the complexion of the 7 times blood transfiguration realm primordial demon ape to change. Click, the void of the ancient ruins cracked open, and a white image appeared here. The primordial demon apes were shocked. The patriarch of the Bai Yingxiang clan actually appeared here. This is comparable to the existence of the top 8 blood changes. After the moon marks came here, he looked at the small golden lake, which was composed of ancient golden blood. There are at least millions of drops of ancient golden blood here. The key is that other formations are still nurturing the ancient golden blood, but the time is not so fast, and it will take a long time to develop successfully. Then, he looked at the ancient monitor lizard that was sealed here, and the information was correct. Ape Huang, hand over the ancient golden blood, and give me the cultivation method by the way. Moonmark said coldly. Yuehen, you are too shameless, this is the territory of our primordial demon ape clan, you want to fight with our primordial demon ape clan. Siru Huang said angrily. At this moment, he did not understand at all why the moon marks appeared here. The news that the ancient golden blood was successfully bred, absolutely no foreigners know about it. Where did the moon mark get the news? Immemorial golden blood was just bred, and the Bai Yingxiang family got the news, as if there was an ancient demon ape who told Moonhen. No, then don't blame me for being rude. Moonmark's shot. It is easy for him to deal with an ape waste, and the ape waste can't stop him. Of course, he didn't dare to kill Ape Huang, otherwise he would start a war with the primordial demon ape clan, and he couldn't bear the consequences. Boom, Moonmark stepped down with 1 foot. Ape Huang's body continued to grow larger, turned into an ancient god and demon ape body, and punched the moon with a punch. However, the strength gap between them is too great. Boom, Yuan was stepped on with 1 foot, and his body continued to crack, and his injuries were not light. Then, Moon Hen's elephant trunk stretched out to the ancient golden blood lake. I'm going, won't the primordial demon ape clan be unable to stop it? My original intention is that they fight, so that I can take the opportunity to get some benefits. Yi Tian secretly said. Just when Yuehan was about to ingest this ancient golden blood lake, an arm full of countless hairs slapped Yuehan from the void. Yuehan frowned, and with a flick of his trunk, he collided with his opponent. Boom! The terrifying fluctuations seem to be directly shattering the surrounding debris, but there are many formations to protect here, coupled with the secret shot of the ancient magic ape, so it did not completely turn this place into ashes, but those formations were damaged, giving birth to the progress of the ancient golden blood is afraid that it will stagnate. Click! Another primordial demon ape appeared. Ape Dragon, I didn't expect the primordial demon ape clan to come with you. Moon Mark Road. Ape Dragon is an 8-time blood change creature of the primordial demon ape family, and its strength is very powerful. Yuehan, get out now, this is where our ancient demon ape lives. Ape Dragon said angrily. He also just arrived. After knowing that the ancient golden blood was conceived, he rushed over to prevent the news from leaking and causing a strong enemy. As a result, there is really a very low probability. Boom! The moon marks and the monkey dragon fight. And Chihei and the other White Shadows fought with the primordial demon ape clan. The White Shadow clan wanted to snatch the primordial golden blood, but the primordial demon ape clan would not allow it. Immediately, the battle here became a ball, incomparably chaotic. Take away the ancient gold blood and leave here. An ancient demon ape ordered. Immediately, some primordial demon apes collected drops of primordial golden blood. Because the ancient golden blood is very heavy, and they are too weak, there is some trouble in taking them away, and they cannot be taken away with a wave of their hands. Therefore, many ancient demon apes came to collect the ancient golden blood, and then scattered and fled, to be able to keep some or some. After all, judging from the current situation, it seems that they can't beat the Bai Yingxiang clan. After all, the Bai Yingxiang clan came prepared, and the primordial demon ape clan was completely unprepared. Swish! Yi Tian also passed by, and then kept collecting drop by drop of the ancient golden blood in this ancient golden blood lake. His cultivation base is relatively low, so there will be no other primordial demon ape for him to resist attacks, so he can safely collect a drop of primordial golden blood. It didn't take long for him to collect about 50,000 drops of primordial golden blood, and he was ready to find an opportunity to escape with the other weaker primordial demon apes. Escape. An ancient demon ape with 6 blood changes created an opportunity for many ancient demon apes with 4 or 5 blood changes to escape. Boom! A group of white images was intercepted. Numerous primordial demon apes fled immediately, and Yi Tian also fled, but he did not escape with the large army, but quickly separated. And the other side, Yi Tian speeds up to copy a white image. Wait a moment, the copy body of the white image and the copy body of the primordial demon ape pretend to fight, thereby transferring the golden blood of the ancient times. After that, escape from here is an ordinary blood-changing creature. In short, he has already planned everything.